Shabbat Shalom, man. Say Lafayette. Shabbat Shalom, Elijah, Ben Israel. Praise the mighty Yah. How long you been into and who got you started? I've been in it since 1991, and a guy named Rodney Bear introduced me to it in that year. Yeah. Hey, what's look? Okay, how you doing, Lakeisha? Lasika? Okay, yeah. Everybody gonna learn something today. I'm gonna blow your head off. You gonna learn something today. So get ready for this corn to be popped. What these shirts on online? Where these shirts come from?
I don't know.
I think Amazon. I ain't mistaken. I think on Amazon. Shabbat Shalom, Ron Tour. Yeah. Yeah, try Amazon, I think. If I ain't mistaken, I forget. Shabbat Shalom, Gabriel Israel. Hey, Shika, where your husband at? He on here, my cousin? Lashika, is your husband on here too? Correct. Oh, okay. Okay. He tried to get on the TV, huh? Sure. How to get it on TV?
Do what?
My YouTube station. What you gotta do?
Get it on TV?
Yeah, to watch it on the TV.
Me and them?
Yeah. I'm saying they trying to get it on TV on here. How can they do it?
I mean, I guess use your Fire TV or something. Like, I don't know, like step by step. Like, I don't know, like you do this and you do that. I mean, I can't. Just I would think I have Fire TV.
Do it like the phone, then I guess. Shiver me tremors. Hello. Unicorn. Shabbat Shalom. Unicorn. Okay. Oh, he got it on. Okay. Can a blind person attain salvation? Anybody can be. The Almighty, he gonna get them all because he made the blind. The Almighty made everything. Let me answer that right quick. This for Shiver Me Tremor. Go to Exodus 4:11. This for Shiver Me Timbers.
Exodus chapter 4, verse 11. And Yahweh said unto him, who have made man's mouth?
Who made your mouth? Yahweh made your mouth.
Or who maketh the dumb? Or
Yahweh make you dumb and deaf.
Or the seeing.
Or the seeing.
Or the blind.
And Yahweh make the blind eyes too.
And now Yahweh.
Yahweh do it all.
Now
that's it. If you blind, you keeping the Almighty laws and statute, commandment, judgment, precept, you're gonna be there. You're gonna be written in the book of life, whether you can see or not. You're blind because the Most High made you blind. And if you're dumb because he made you dumb. What if the blind man want to follow Yah because he is been that man for help? What if the people lie the blind person? He is eating beef, but it's actually eating pork. Where the Almighty know your heart. So he gonna go on your heart. Go to 1 Samuel 16 right quick. See, when it get down to that, the Most High know if you ain't trying to eat no pork and somebody tricking you, he know your heart. Read that 7th verse.
1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 7. But Yahweh said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him.
I ain't studying him.
For Yahweh see it not as man see it.
Yahweh don't see like we do. We ain't nothing like Yahweh. We don't see like he do. Read.
For man looking on the outward appearance.
Everybody looking on the outside, looking at a big booty and a nice set of titties, a pretty face, and everything else on the outside. And the woman looking on the outside of that pipe he got down there. Read.
But Yahweh looking on the heart.
Yahweh looking at your heart. He gonna judge you according to your heart, not your body parts that we do. We don't know each other's hearts. Hold it. Go to Jeremiah. Go to Jeremiah 17 and start at the 9th verse. Let me show you about your heart.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things.
Above all things.
And desperately wicked.
Your heart is desperately wicked. And who should know it? Don't nobody know it but Yah. Read.
Who can know it? I, Yahweh, search the heart.
I search the heart. Yahweh said, I search the heart.
I tried the reins.
I tried the reins.
Even to give every man according to his ways.
I'm going to give everybody according to their ways, whether they blind or can't see. Don't make no difference. Read.
And according to the fruit of his doings.
The fruit of your doings. You kept my laws, you're going to be all right with me. Okay. Yeah. Now I'm gonna wait a few more minutes and then I'm gonna get started on this class. I'm gonna blow y'all head off your shoulder. You ain't never heard or seen this before in your life. Well, I'm coming at you hard in the paint, popping corn. First of all, listen. Can they see that? I got to read that letter first. How to make a slave. Everybody that love the New Testament and love JC gonna get the head knocked off. Special on, Jewel Glenn. Gonna get started because I can't wait. If you ain't on here by now, I ain't studying. Read. Play that thing.
Soon come, the Maria, Children of Yashurun, chosen of Yahuwah, Ahurun, wore the breastplate. Moses' brother had to wear a veil, cause he was close to Abba, Hebrew meaning father. King of kings, Yahweh, praise his holy name. David is chosen prince. Levites birth of frankincense. We had the Ark of Yah. In Yerushalayim, aka Mount Zion, Mount Sinai, where we got the law. Handed to Moshe, most humble. He didn't make it in the promised land. I pray we make it in the promised land. Glorious land northeast, by the Mediterranean Sea. Jordan River running parallel. In the middle, throw the yacht. Our people making tefillah. Muslim say salat, meaning prayer in two different tongues. This is the east we from, full of palm trees, camelback, desert and a habitat. Before we wore the fitted cap throwback, know that we really much more than slaves. All the descendants of the slave ships, Yahweh's heritage. The Maria, the Maria, the Maria, the Maria, soon come. The Maria, the Maria, the Maria. Whoa. Isaiah 43, it's not a mystery, it's only one. Yahuwah stretched out the heavens, Exodus trade, we gave his name. He delivered us from Egypt, I only pray the mighty I am. Rest the Sabbath day, seventh day, SAT. Read the law when you get a chance, ASAP. Exodus 2:0, just a portion of the ancient scrolls. Y'all behold with the Most High said, put your idols down, worship in the dust of the ground. Whether human or graven image, I wear the fringes from the book of Numbers, chapter 15, 37 to verse 39. Prostrate with my bloodline, put in work for the Most High, praying we eternally shot 12 tribes of Yeshua.
All right, shalom, 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 brothers and sisters all over the world. I'm Yahudah ben Israel. I'm a Hebrew servant of the Most High Yah. And I want to give all glory, worship, and praise to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Now, today's topic, I'm going to talk about the Willie Lynch letter was written from the New Testament. And I'm going to prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that how to make a slave. First of all, I want to read this letter that he wrote. I want everybody to pay attention. I don't need nobody typing or saying nothing. I want all ears and no mouth. Shut your mouth and listen.
The Willie Lynch letter, the making of a slave.
Making of a slave. Now, Willie Lynch going to tell us how to make a slave.
This speech was delivered by Willie Lynch on the bank of the James River in the colony of Virginia in 1712.
In 1712.
Lynch was a British slave owner in the West Indies.
Hold it. Let's look up the word lynch. Let me show y'all what lynch means. Now, what do the word lynch mean?
Lynch, to kill by the action of a mob.
To kill by the action of a mob, the Ku Klux Klans and the skinheads and the white folks.
Without a lawful trial.
Kill you without a lawful trial. That's what lynch. Read.
As by hanging.
By hanging. Lynch him, hanging, kill. Okay, this man was a murderer. He didn't care nothing about no black folks. Keep reading.
He was invited to the colony of Virginia in 1712 to teach his methods to slave owners there.
He was invited over here to the United States to teach these white folks how to make a slave.
The term lynching is derived from his last name.
From his last name.
December 25th, 1712. Gentlemen, I greet you here on the bank of the James River in the year of our Lord 1712. First, I shall thank you, the gentlemen of the colony of Virginia, for bringing me here. I am here to help you solve some of your problems with slaves.
I came way from Britain to come over here and show the United States how to make a slave. Read.
Your invitation reached me on my modest plantation in the West Indies, where I have experimented with some of the newest and still the oldest methods for control of slaves.
To control a slave, read.
Ancient Romans would envy us if my method is implemented. As our boat sails south on the James River, named for our illustrious king, whose version of the Bible we cherish.
Why do we cherish the Bible? He talking about the New Testament. I'm going to show you why he cherished the New Testament. He said Bible, but he ain't talking about the Old Testament. He talking about, read that again, cherish. I want to pay attention now.
As our boat sails south on the James River, named for our illustrious king, whose version of the Bible we cherish.
We cherish the Bible. What do cherish mean? Hold it. He talking about the New Testament, though. He ain't talking about the Old Testament. Cherry. Let me see. Cherry. How you spell cherry? C-H?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that cherry said, read that.
Cherish, to treat with love or care.
To treat with love and care. He cherished the New Testament because he loved and treated with care.
Hold dear, take good care of.
Take good care of the New Testament.
To keep firmly in the mind.
To keep firmly in the mind the New Testament, y'all.
Cling to the idea or feeling of.
Cling to the idea of the feeling of. He cherished the New Testament. Now keep reading. I'm a popcorn, y'all.
I saw enough to know that your problem is not unique. While Rome used cords of wood as crosses for standing human bodies along its highway in great numbers.
Rome had their way of doing it. Now watch this.
You are here using the tree and the rope on occasions.
Y'all use the tree and the rope.
I caught the whiff of a dead slave hanging from a tree a couple of miles back. You are not only losing valuable stock by hangings, you are having uprisings. Slaves are running away.
Now he called the slaves stock. We were stocked in them. Read.
Your crops are sometimes left in the fields too long for maximum profit. You suffer occasional fires. Your animals are killed. Gentlemen, you know what your problems are.
Now you know what your problems is. You finna tell them.
I do not need to elaborate.
I don't need to elaborate.
I am not here to enumerate your problems.
I ain't here to enumerate your problem. Watch this.
I am here to introduce you to a method of solving them.
I'm here to introduce you to a method. I'm gonna correct them.
In my bag here.
In my bag.
I have a foolproof method for controlling your black slaves.
I got a full method to control your black slaves, meaning they ain't gonna get out of order.
I guarantee every one of you that if installed correctly, it will control the slaves for at least 300 years.
I guarantee you my method gonna work for at least 300 years or longer. I'm guaranteeing this. Satisfact guarantee it's gonna work for a fact. And it's working still today. Read.
My method is simple.
My method is simple.
Any member of your family or your overseer can use it.
He talking to the white folks. Any of y'all white folks got to read that again. What it say?
My method is simple.
My method is simple. The Jim Crow say. I mean, not Jim Crow, but Willie Lynch.
Any member of your family or your overseer can use it.
Any white folks can use it.
I have outlined a number of differences among the slaves and make the differences bigger. I use fear, distrust, and envy for control.
Remember, he said use fear. What else he use?
I use fear, distrust,
fear. Fear, distrust, and what else?
And envy for control.
For them, the three methods that he used. And we're going to get out in this book, and I'm going to show you that that's why they love the New Testament. Keep reading.
These methods have worked on my modest plantation in the West Indies, and it will work throughout the South.
It's going to work wherever you at.
Take this simple little list of differences and think about them. On top of my list is age, but it's there only because it starts with an A. The second is color or shade. There is intelligence, size, sex, size of plantation and status on plantations, attitude of owners, whether the slaves live in the valley, on a hill, east, west, north, south, have fine hair, coarse hair, or is tall or short. Now that you have a list of differences, I shall give you an outline of action, but before that, I shall assure you that distrust is stronger than trust and envy stronger than adulation, respect, or admiration. The black slaves, after receiving this indoctrination, shall carry on and will become self-refueling and self-regenerating for hundreds of years, maybe thousands.
Meaning they're going to keep on repeating it over and over and over. It's going to come accustomed. They're going to be designed to do this. Brainwash, bamboos, and hoodwink. What they doing, read.
Don't forget, you must pitch the old black male versus the young black male.
The old man against the young man.
And the young black male against the old black male. You must use the dark-skinned slaves versus the light-skinned slaves.
Use the dark-skinned slave versus the light-skinned slave.
And the light-skinned slaves versus the dark-skinned versus the dark-skinned slaves. You must use the female versus the male, and the male versus the female. You must also have you white servants and overseers distrust all blacks. It is necessary that your slaves trust and depend on us.
Hey, say it again.
You must also have you white servants and
you
overseers.
Must have white servants. Read it slow. You must have white servants. What else?
And overseers distrust all blacks.
And overseers distrust all blacks, not some of them, all blacks. Read.
It is necessary that your slaves trust and depend on us.
It's necessary that all the slaves depend and trust on the white folk, the white men.
They must love.
They must love. See, they got to love the white man. What else?
Respect.
They got to respect the white man.
And trust only us.
And trust only us. You hear the word only? The white man, he got to trust. Say the blacks got to only trust them. You can't trust your mama and daddy and your brothers and sisters and your wife and children. You only can trust us. Read that again. I want this to sink in their head.
They must love.
They must love.
Respect and trust only us.
Only us. This the white man talking now. This Willie Lynch talking. Read.
Gentlemen, these kits are your keys to control. Use them.
This the key to control.
Use them.
Use them.
Have your wives and children use them.
Have your wives and children use them. Tell the white man to have his wife, his white wife, and his white kid to use them.
Never miss an opportunity.
Never miss an opportunity.
If used intensely for 1 year, the slaves themselves will remain perpetually distrustful of each other.
Of each other. Get them to distrust each other.
Thank you, gentlemen. Let's make a slave.
Let's make a slave.
It was the interest and business of slaveholders to study human nature and the slave nature in particular with a view to practical results. I and many of them attained astonishing proficiency in this direction. They had to deal not with earth, wood, and stone, but with men, and by every regard they had for their own safety and prosperity, they needed to know the material on which they were to work. Conscious of the injustice and wrong they were every hour perpetuating, and knowing what they themselves would do. Were they the victims of such wrongs? They were constantly looking for the first signs of the dreaded retribution. They watched, therefore, with skilled and practiced eyes, and learned to read with great accuracy the state of mind and heart of the slave through his sable face, unusual sobriety, apparent abstractions, sullenness, and indifference.
Okay, I'm going to get to this Bible. Okay, that's enough of this, but we might come back to some more, but I done got the main stuff across. Okay, now go to, let me see that I want to read some. Now I want to go to the Bible now. Go to Jeremiah. Go to Jeremiah 2 and 14. Okay, Jeremiah 2 and 14. Now, I want everybody to stop coming and listen, because I'm going to popcorn now.
Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 14.
What does it say?
Is Israel a servant?
Is Israel a servant? Yes, we are.
Is he a homeborn slave?
Yes, we are homeborn slave.
Why is he spoiled?
Why is he robbed? I'm going to show you why he robbed and then he a slave. Now let's go to Jeremiah 5. Talking about us. Jeremiah 5 and start at the 19th verse.
Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 19. And it shall come to pass when ye shall say, wherefore doeth Yahweh or Elohim all these things unto us?
Why did Yahweh let all this bad, evil stuff happen to us? Why did Yahweh do it? Why Yahweh let the white man get over on the black man all the time? Why he let him sentence him 100 years? Why he tar and feather him? Why he hang him for a tree? Why he shoot him in the back and don't get no justice? Why? Watch the read.
Then shalt thou answer them.
This what you tell them.
Like as ye have forsaken me.
When you forget about Yah, he gonna let stuff happen to you. Read.
And serve strange gods in your land.
And go serve somebody else God in their land. Strange God. You love JC. You want to serve the Muslim God, the Christian God, the Mexicans God, the Chinese God, everybody God but your own fool. Read.
So shall ye serve strangers in a land that is not yours.
So that you should serve strangers in a land that is not yours. Is America yours? No, America ain't yours. Show me a black man on the money. Show me a black man on a $100 bill, a $50 bill, a $20 bill. So this ain't yours, buddy. Read.
Declare this in the house of Jacob and publish it in Judah, saying, hear now this, O foolish people.
Old foolish people, talking about the black man, the Israelite, old foolish people. He calling you foolish because you deaf, dumb, and blind, and you've been brainwashed, bamboozled, and hoodwinked. Read.
And without understanding.
And you don't understand this book.
Which have eyes.
You got eyes.
And see not.
And you still can't see and understand the book. You read it, but you can't understand it. Read.
Which have ears.
You got ears.
And hear not.
And I'm telling you the truth, but you don't want to hear what I got to say. Read.
Fear ye not me, saith Yahweh. Will ye not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by a perpetual decree, that it cannot pass it? And though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail. Though they roar, yet can they not pass over it? But this people hath a revolting and a rebellious heart.
These black folks was the Israelite got a revolting heart. They evil, rotten, and no good.
They are revolted and gone.
They revolting and gone. You can't tell them nothing. You try to tell a person about this book, they get mad at you. Say you don't know what you're talking about. You're lying because the white man got them brainwashed, bamboos, and hoodwinked. They retarded. Read.
Neither say they in their heart, let us now fear Yahweh our Elohim.
They ain't going to say let us fear Yahweh. They're going to go to the New Testament and serve JC, that white man God. Read.
That giveth rain.
Yahweh to give it rain. JC ain't never made it rain.
Both the former and the latter in his season.
Yahweh give the season, not JC.
He reserveth unto us the appointed weeks of the harvest. Your iniquities have turned away these things, and your sins have withholden good things from you.
Your sins stop you from getting blessings. Your sins stop you from Yahweh blessing you. That's why you being cursed, because you sinning more than the Almighty cursing you. Read.
For among my people are found wicked men.
Wicked men, talking about us.
They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap. They catch men. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore they are become great and waxen rich. They are waxen fat. They shine. Yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper, and the right of the needy do they not judge. Shall I not visit for these things?
Should I not come knock your head off for these things that you done did?
Saith Yahweh, shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? A wonderful and horrible thing is committed in the land. The prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests bear rule by their means. And my people love to have it so.
People love to have it so. Love to hear a lie.
And what will ye do in the end thereof?
What you going to do in the end of that for living that lie? Okay, go to Jeremiah 16. Wait till I get over in that New Testament, y'all. Y'all gonna get up and run out the house when I get through with you in there. Go to 16 and let's see. Start the 10th verse.
Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 10. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt show this people all these words.
I'm showing you all these words that Yahweh saying.
And they shall say unto thee.
And they gonna ask.
Wherefore hath Yahweh pronounced all this great evil against us?
Why did Yahweh put us in the United States? Why did Yahweh got us thinking backwards and retarded and believing in JC in the New Testament? Why? Read.
Or what is our iniquity?
What have we did?
Or what is our sin that we have committed against Yahweh our Elohim?
What did we do to Yahweh? It's going to tell you. Read.
Then shalt thou say unto them.
Then you tell the nappy-headed black Israelite this. Read.
Because your fathers have forsaken me.
Because your forefathers have forsaken me. That's when you're in the United States. Because your forefather forsaken me, and we came over here from our forefathers. Read.
Saith Yahweh.
Yahweh said he the one brought us to America.
And have walked after other gods.
And have walked after other gods. The Quran, the New Testament, the Book of the Dead, and all these other strange books, Hadiths, and all these other books. Y'all go after them.
And have served them.
And you serve JC and everybody else that you ain't got no business serving. That's why. Read.
And have worshipped them.
And you worship this junk. 90% of our black folk love the New Testament and love JC. But when I get through with it today, I'm going to see if you're going to love it. Read.
And have forsaken me.
And you forgot about y'all. Y'all ain't never told you to go to church. Yahweh ain't never told you to wear a cross. Yahweh ain't never told you to get baptized. Yahweh ain't never told you to put up a Christmas tree. Yahweh ain't never told you to celebrate these pagan holidays. Yahweh ain't never said he had no son you got to go through to get to me. He ain't never said that. He ain't never said he had no only begotten son. He ain't never told you nobody died for your sin. You believe all lies. Read.
And have not kept my law.
And you ain't kept his law. How many of y'all keep the commandments? How many?
and ye have done worse than your fathers.
And you worse than the people was way back then. You worse than the people way back then when your father. You're doing worse.
For behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart.
After your evil heart tell you to put up a Christmas tree. Your evil heart tell you to celebrate Thanksgiving. Your evil heart tell you to go to church. Your evil heart had you eating pork chops and ham hocks. Your evil heart had you doing the opposite of what Yahweh said. Read.
That they may not hearken unto me.
And you ain't going to listen to Yahweh. He told you to remember my Sabbath day and keep it holy. He told you to keep my commandments and statutes and laws and precepts, but you ain't going to do it. That's when you going to get your head knocked off. Read.
Therefore will I cast you out of this land into a land that ye know not.
That's when we came to America. He cast us out of Jerusalem and brought us to America. When you going to listen to this white man? Whatever he say, when he tell you to turn around, put them handcuffs on, you do exactly what he say. Get in that car, put your head, you listen to him. Judge give you 100 years, you listen to him. Anything this white man tell you, he tell you to be at work at 7 o'clock, you there at 7:30. Read.
Neither ye nor your fathers, and there shall ye serve other gods day and night.
And when you get to the United States, you're going to serve the New Testament day and night, because the New Testament ain't our book, JC ain't our God, and he ain't the Son of God. Read.
Where I will not show you favor.
And I ain't going to show you no favor when you get over here. You going to church every Sunday, you wearing a cross, worshiping this hippie on the stick on the wall. I ain't going to show you no mercy. Yahweh popping it. Read.
Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Okay, now go to Ezekiel 20. Ezekiel 20, start the 18th verse. That's when they ain't going to show you no mercy, because you turn your back on Yah and worshiping the hippie on the stick in the New Testament.
Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 20. The soul that sinneth, it shall die.
No, 20 and 18. I say chapter 20. Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 18.
Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 18. But I said unto their children in the wilderness, walk ye not in the statutes of your fathers.
Don't do like your forefather, because they are hard-headed and stiff-necked.
Neither observe their judgments, nor defile yourselves with their idols. I am Yahweh your Elohim.
That's our God, Yahweh.
Walk in my statutes.
Yahweh say, walk in my statutes, not nobody else's. The New Testament is somebody else's statute. That's Willie Lynch statutes. I'm going to show you that Willie Lynch got it from the New Testament. Read.
And keep my judgment.
Keep Yahweh judgment, not the New Testament.
And do them.
And do them.
And hallow my Sabbaths, and they shall be a sign between me and you, that ye may know that I am Yahweh your Elohim.
That you gonna know that Yahweh say keep his Sabbath day. Y'all ain't stumped. Y'all doing everything but keeping the Sabbath. Read.
Notwithstanding, the children rebelled against me.
They didn't keep it. They ain't keeping it now. They don't keep the Sabbath now. That's when you're going to get your head knocked off. Read.
They walk not in my statutes.
You don't walk in Yahweh's statute, but you love the New Testament. You love what Paul said. You listen to Peter. You listen to John. You listen to Timmy. You listen to Philip. You listen to all of them. And they ain't worth two dead flies. Yahweh ain't sent them. Read.
Neither kept my judgments to do them.
You don't keep Yahweh's judgment and do them.
Which if a man do.
Which if a man do.
He shall even live in them.
He gonna live in them. I do it and live them.
They polluted my Sabbaths.
They polluted Sabbath. They do everything on. They treat Sabbath like Sunday. They treat Sabbath like Monday and Tuesday. Work.
Then I said, I will pour out my fury upon them.
I'm gonna knock their head off.
To accomplish my anger against them in the wilderness.
And be mad at them. What verse you at?
22.
Okay.
Nevertheless, I withdrew my hand and wrought for my name's sake, that it should not be polluted in the sight of the heathen, in whose sight I brought them forth. I lifted up my hand unto them also in the wilderness, that I would scatter them among the heathen.
Among the white folks.
And disperse them through the countries.
Throughout all the United States, the world.
because they had not executed my judgment.
Because they don't execute Yahweh's judgment. That's when you're a slave and been in captivity all your life.
But have despised my statutes.
You hate Yahweh's statutes.
And have polluted my Sabbath.
And you hate Yahweh's Sabbath. White man tell you to come in, you're gonna be making $500 a day. You gone. Because you hate Yahweh's Sabbath. Read.
And their eyes were after their father's idols.
And your eyes was after somebody else's lifestyle.
Wherefore I gave them also statutes that were not good.
I gave you the New Testament, and it ain't no good. I gave it to you, and it ain't no good. Read.
And judgments whereby they should not live.
And you should not live. Now hold it. Let me show you. Go to Matthew chapter 5. Now we finna get on down through there. Now, boy, this where it's gonna be cold-blooded. Now, go to Matthew 5 and start the 38th verse. Woo! Boy, this corn. Matthew 5 and 38.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 38. Ye have heard that it had been said, an eye for an eye.
You heard what the Old Testament say, eye for an eye. Our book say that. I'm gonna show it to you later on.
And a tooth for a tooth.
Our book say tooth for a tooth.
But I say unto you,
JC say, but I say unto you, read.
That ye resist not evil.
What is evil, y'all? JC say, don't resist. That means let somebody do something to you. Evil. Look it up. What is evil? JC just told you, don't resist evil. Read evil. Now, JC just told you, don't resist evil. Meaning, when you get to the penitentiary, somebody want to have sex with you, this gone been on and have sex with you. That's evil. Read what evil is.
Evil, bad or wrong on purpose.
Bad or wrong on purpose.
Wicked.
Wicked.
Causing pain or trouble.
Causing pain and trouble. The slave master whoop you with that whip, knocking your head off.
Harmful.
Harmful. Don't mean you're no good.
Something bad or wrong done on purpose.
Some bad or wrong done on purpose. That's evil.
Wickedness.
Wickedness.
Sin.
Sin.
Anything that causes harm.
Anything that causes harm. This is evil, y'all.
Pain or suffering.
Pain or suffering. That's what evil is. Now, go back to the New Testament, the book that ain't no good, that I hate, and ain't worth two dead flies. Keep reading.
But whosoever shall smite thee on thy right cheek.
Whoever knocked you upside your head on your right cheek.
Turn to him the other also.
Let him knock your head off. This the white man telling the black man this. That's really, this reverse psychology, because when you listen to this, you get humble. And you get retarded and crazy. Read.
And if any man will sue thee at the law, and
if any man carry you to court and sue you at the law,
and take away thy coat,
and take away your Rolls Royce,
let him have thy cloak also.
Give him your car. Give him your house. He sued you for your car. Give him your house. Read.
And whosoever shall compel thee to go a mile,
and if he tell you to walk 1 mile,
go with him twain.
Go 2 miles with him walking. Keep reading.
Give to him that asketh thee.
Give the wicked slave master that asks of thee. Give him your wife. Give him your virgin daughter. Give him your son. Give it to him. Read.
And from him that will borrow of thee, turn not thou away.
Don't, if you want to borrow, don't turn him down. Don't turn him away. Why? You got to go on up there to Mr. Charlie. He want to have sex with you. And you just come on back in the morning and everything will be all right.
Ye have heard that it hath been said, thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thy enemy.
Now, that's what the book say. Read, watch this. But I say unto you, this is JC talking, y'all.
But I say unto you, love your enemies.
Love your enemies, JC say.
Bless them that curse you.
Bless them that curse you. How can a fool live there like that? How can you believe in the book to say this?
Do good to them that hate you.
Do good to the white man that hates you. If he hates you, you're supposed to still love him. Is you a retarded fool?
And pray for them which despitefully use you and
read
and persecute you.
Anybody to get up, listen. What it say? Look up enemies. Hold it. And don't let me forget to dwell on enemies in the Old Testament. I'm gonna show you what you do to an enemy. A, B, C, D, E. C, E. Enemy. Okay, read what enemy is.
Enemy, a person, group, or country that hates another or fights against another.
Enemy that hates you.
Foe, one who hates or fights against an idea, cause, conditions, etc.
Your enemy hates you, and the New Testament say you're supposed to love them.
Anything that harms.
That's what Jim Crow say. He said we gotta trick them. We gotta give them to love us only and hate their own people. Read that again. Read that 44 again.
But I say unto you.
Jason say, but I say unto you.
Love your enemies.
Love your enemy. Do a rabbit love a fox? Do the animals in the wild love them? Do their enemies? Don't no earth love their enemies, but a black man. Do United States love Russia? Hell no. Do they love China? Hell no. Do the black man love the white man? Yes, he do. Now he got it from this.
Bless them that curse you.
Bless them that curse you. Oh, he just raped my daughter and my sister, and I still love him. Read.
Do good to them that hate you.
Do good to the white man that hates you. He knocking you upside the head, raping your wife and your son every day, but you still supposed to love him.
And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
And pray that God, that still pray for him that he live, that he be all right. Pray a good prayer for this man. Okay, go to Luke. Go to Luke 6. Luke 6, and I'm going to say it in another book. I'm going to show you 1,000 times today what this book ain't no good. Luke 6 and 27.
Luke chapter 6, verse 27. But I say unto you which hear, love your enemies.
What you got ears, you're supposed to hear, love your enemies.
Do good to them which hate you.
Do good to all the white folks that hate you. Still talking to this reverse psychology. This is Willie Lynch letter. This part of the Willie Lynch letter. Read.
Bless them that curse you, and pray for them which despitefully use you. And unto him that smiteth thee on the one cheek offer also the other. And him that taketh away thy cloak forbid not to take thy coat also. Give to every man that asketh of thee, and of him that taketh away thy goods ask them not again.
Whatever they ask you for, give it to them and don't ask you for it back. Give them your wife and let them have her.
And as ye would that man should do to you, do ye also to them likewise. For if ye love them which love you.
What verse you at?
32.
Okay.
What thank have ye? For sinners also love those that love them. And if ye do good to them which do good to you, what thank have ye? For sinners also do even the same. And if ye lend to them of whom ye hope to receive, what thank have ye? For sinners also lend to sinners to receive as much again. But love ye your enemies.
All the time say, love your enemies.
And do good and lend, hoping for nothing again.
Don't ask for nothing back.
And your reward shall be great, and ye shall be the children of the highest.
In other words, when you be a damn fool, you going to be the children of the highest. Be a retarded fool.
For he is kind unto the unthankful and to the evil.
Say kind to the evil. This is a lie. This is a cold lie, y'all. This whole book lying. He said, be thankful to the evil and the unthankful. Boy, this is retarded. Go to John. I think I want, let me see. Go to John 13. Let me see. John 13 and 13.
John chapter 13, verse 13. Ye called me master and Lord, and ye shall well, for so I.
So master and Lord mean the same thing.
If I then, your Lord and master, have washed your feet, ye also ought to wash one another's feet. For I have given you an example that ye should do as I have done to you. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the servant is not greater than his master.
The servant is never greater than his master. The servant, which is the black man, and the master is the white man, you never greater than him. That's what the New Testament teaches. Okay, go to John 15. You'll never be better than him. 15 and 20.
John chapter 15, verse 20. Remember the word that I said unto you.
Remember the word I said to you, Jim Crow talking.
The servant is not greater than his master.
The servant ain't never over the master. That's psychologically retardedness. That's what Jim Crow got it from. That white folks, black folks ain't never over no white folks.
If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also.
That's right. Woo! This is a retarded book. Go to Ephesians. Now watch Ephesians. This Bible ain't got it. I'm about to get the other guy. Let's see. Watch this cold-blooded lick here. Ephesians. Ephesians chapter 6. Chapter 6 and 5.
Ephesians chapter 6, verse 5. Servants.
We the servants, y'all.
Be obedient to them that are your masters according to the flesh.
Be obedient according to the master of your flesh. Talking to us. We the servant. The white man is the master. Read.
With fear and trembling.
With fear and trembling. Be scared to death when you see him.
And singleness of your heart as unto JC.
Just like when you see JC, do the same thing to the master like he JC. Now, let's look up master. No, first of all, look up slave. I want a slave. Look, I forgot to read slave. What is a slave?
Slave, a person who is owned by another person and has no freedom at all.
Have no freedom at all, owned by somebody else.
A person who is completely controlled by an habit and influence, etc.
And control a man. Your mind is enslaved. Your body, listen, they took the chain from around your head. Now they got it wrapped around your head. Your brain is in slavery. Not your body, but your brain is.
A person who works hard like a slave.
Like a slave.
Drudge. To work hard like a slave. Toil.
In other words, your brain. Okay, I'm supposed to look up master too. Let's see. What master mean?
Master, a man who rules others or has control over something.
A man that rules other people over somebody else. A ruler.
As an owner of an animal or slave.
As an owner of an animal or slave. That's what a master gonna do. He gonna own property, own animals, and he gonna own black folks. That's what a slave gonna do. I mean, a master gonna do. Okay, now start all over. Go to 6 and 5.
Servants, be obedient to them that are your masters according to the flesh.
And you know it got an S on masters, meaning all of them. Ain't talking about one. He said all masters with an S on that's plural, meaning all of them.
With fear and trembling.
With fear and trembling. Ain't that what the paper say? Hold it. Read what Lynch said. What Lynch said in that paper.
I use fear, distrust, and envy for control.
I use fear. The New Testament say same thing that Willie Lynch said. Now read it again.
Servants, be obedient to them that are your masters according to the flesh, with fear and trembling, and singleness of your heart, as unto JC, not with eye service as men pleasers, but as the servants of JC, doing the will of God from the heart.
Meaning this is okay from God. The New Testament said this is okay to be under this white man and do everything he say. When he say break my commandments and laws and statutes, you're supposed to break them because you're supposed to listen to Mr. Charlie. They're saying it's okay. Now go to Colossians. I mean Colossians, right next door to it. Yeah, chapter 3, 22. Another place. Colossians
chapter 3, verse 22. Servants, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh.
Obey everything that the white master tell you to do. If you want to rape your wife, let him rape her. He want to rape your son, let him rape her. He want to whoop you all night, let him do it. Anything. Obey all. Read it again.
Servants, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh.
Whatever he want, whatever he say, obey, y'all.
Not with eye service.
Don't do it with no eye service. Don't roll your eyes at him.
As men pleasers, but in singleness of heart, fearing God, and whatsoever ye do, do it heartily.
Whatever you do for the master, do it wholeheartedly. You want to do it. Friendly.
As to the Lord, and not unto men, knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance.
He gonna bless you, and God gonna bless you for letting him do this.
For ye serve the Lord JC.
Woo! Boy, JC a cold piece of work. Now this JC want us to be obedient. Obey the white folk. Now let's go to Titus. Yeah, Titus, chapter 2 and 9.
Titus chapter 2, verse 9. Exhort servants to be obedient unto their own masters.
To their own master, meaning you got a master. You be good. You try all you can do to please him and make him feel good. That means try hard to please your master. Exhort means try hard to make him want you, like you, to keep him being you. And all this, read that again.
Exhort servants to be obedient unto their own masters.
Unto their own master.
And to please them well.
And to please your master well.
Not.
I was talking. To please them well in what? Read that.
And to please them well in all things.
In all things. Whatever master want, please him in all things.
Not answering again.
Not talking back. Don't talk back. Just do.
Not purloining.
Not stealing. Purloining. What do purloining mean? Don't steal from them. Hold it. What purloining mean? What do purloining mean?
Purloin, to steal.
Don't steal from master. Purloining means don't steal from him.
But showing all good fidelity fidelity.
Fidelity is loyalty. Showing loyalty to the white man, the white master. Showing loyalty. Fidelity means loyalty. Oh, listen. I'm going to show it to you in the book. What do that mean? What do fidelity mean? What do that mean?
Fidelity, the quality of being true to one's promise, duty, etc. Loyalty, faithfulness.
Be loyal to your master. This book is retarded. Be loyal to your white master when he's knocking you upside the head, raping your wife and your son.
That they may adorn the doctrine of God, our Savior, in all things.
A cold lie. Now, go to Hebrews. This book is insane. This is where Willie Lynch letter came from. It was Jim Crow laws came from. All the wicked white folks on the earth, they got it from the New Testament. And y'all love the New Testament, you retarded fool. Hebrews 13. It started 17.
Hebrews chapter 13, verse 17. Obey them that have the rule over you.
Obey the white man that ruling over you. But you ain't gonna obey Yahweh, but you're gonna obey this man.
And submit yourselves.
Submit yourselves to him.
For they watch for your souls, as they that must give account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief.
Do it with joy and not with grief. Be happy you're a slave.
For that is unprofitable for you. Pray for us.
Tell the master to pray for us.
For we trust we have a good conscience, and all things willing to live honestly.
Live honestly. Oh, that's it. Now go to 1 Peter. Now watch this. Watch what Peter say. 1 Peter chapter 2 and 17. Watch this cold lie. This is the New Testament. Then y'all wonder why I get on the New Testament. This is why. This is a brainwashing book. Read.
1 Peter chapter 2, verse 17. Honor all men.
It say honor all men.
Love the brotherhood.
Love the brotherhood.
Fear God. Honor the king.
Now watch this 18th verse.
Servants, be subject to your masters with all fear.
With all fear. You're supposed to fear the white man with all fear. Subject means let him be over you. Subject.
Not only to the good and gentle.
Not only to the good and white, the good master.
But also to the forward.
Also to the forward, the right, no good, dirty master. Mean they both the same. You treat the good one good and the bad one good. Read.
For this is thankworthy.
This is thanksworthy. This is thankful for this man to be riding over you. Give thanks to him.
If a man for conscience toward God endure grief, suffering wrongfully, for what glory is it if when ye be buffeted for your faults?
When you be buffeted for your fault, let's see what buffeted mean. What do buffet mean? Knock your head off.
Buffet, a slap or punch.
A slap or a punch. White man slap you, punch you. Take it patiently.
Any blow or shock.
Any blow or shock.
To hit, punch, slap.
To hit, punch, slap. That's what buffet mean. And now go back to the New Testament. Back to the New Testament. This book is sick.
Ye shall take it patiently.
Take it patiently. Let him bust you upside the head. Don't get mad at him. Take it patiently. I did something wrong. He supposed to knock my head off. I did something wrong. I'm supposed to get whooped. You accept the whooping.
But if when ye do well and suffer for it.
When you do well to suffer for it, I need to knock your head off and hung you till you almost died and then cut you down.
Ye take it patiently.
Take it patiently. When he knock you upside your head, misuse you, screw your wife all night, rape your son, when he do whatever he want to do, take it patiently. Don't get mad at him.
This is acceptable with God.
This is acceptable with God. Boy, he just told a lie. The Almighty don't accept this. Say it's acceptable with God. See, when you read this, you become insane and retarded. Because anybody to read this and believe this is a zip-zap damn fool. Now read that all again. Read the whole lick again. Start at 18.
Servants, be subject to your masters with all fear.
All fear.
Not only to the good and gentle.
Don't be to the good one, because you got some good white folk, but you got some wicked, no good, rotten, dirty one. The majority of them rotten.
But also to the forward.
Also the one that disagree with you.
For this is thankworthy.
This is thankworthy when you give credit to your white master, then to rape your wife and your son all night.
If a man for conscience toward God endure grief, suffering wrongfully, for what glory is it if when ye be buffeted for your faults?
When you get your head knocked off for not getting enough corn in, for not picking enough cotton, and he'll whoop you because you didn't meet your criteria.
Ye shall take it patiently.
Take that whooping and that head knocked off patiently.
But if when ye do well and suffer for it,
when you do well and suffer, you're supposed to suffer over here, y'all. And do well and suffer, but a fool.
Ye take it patiently.
Take it patiently. Be accepted.
This is acceptable with God.
God Almighty accept this according to the new chapter. That's a lie, y'all. That's it. Now go to 1 Timothy. 1 Timothy. 1 Timothy. Start at the 6th verse. And 1. 1 Timothy 6 and 1. Now, anybody believing this book is a retarded fool. They go together. They the same. Our book don't speak like this. Read 1 Timothy 6 and 1.
1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 1. Let as many servants as are under the yoke count their own masters worthy of all honor.
What is yoke? Hold it. Find out what yoke means. Okay. We're going to read. Now, what do yoke mean?
Yoke, a wooden frame that fits around the necks of
the blue. Not that. The blue, yeah.
Yoke, the condition of being under another's power or control, slavery, bondage.
Yoke represents slavery and bondage. Now, start all over.
Let as many servants as are under the yoke count their own masters worthy of all honor.
Let all the slaves be worthy of all honor. Read.
That the name of God and his doctrine be not blasphemed, and they that have believing masters, let them not despise them.
Don't be mad at your master. Don't despise him. You're supposed to love him.
Because they are brethren.
They're your brother.
But rather do them service.
Do them service. Don't turn them down. Do what they want you to do.
Because they are faithful and beloved.
Because they are faithful and beloved, the master.
Partakers of the benefit. These things teach and exhort.
That's right. Teach and exhort. Boy, this book here is a cold piece of work. Now, that's it. Now, go to Colossians 4. I think. Again. Yeah, I gotta go back. Colossians 4. Okay, 4 and 1.
Colossians chapter 4, verse 1. Masters, give unto your servants that which is just and equal,
Give your servants to be justified with him.
knowing that ye also have a master in heaven.
Know you got a master in heaven. Okay, now, let me see. Now let's go to the Old Testament. And before I go there, I'm gonna show y'all one of the coldest white men that ever lived on this earth. His name is John Brown. You got some good white folk, but he ain't got that many. The majority of white folks in this world wicked and rotten. But this man here was 1,000. Read John Brown. Let me show y'all the righteous Gentile white man.
John Brown was a radical abolitionist whose attempt to free the slaves cost a number of lives and helped indirectly to bring on the Civil War. His his ancestors had sailed to America in the early colonial period. He was born in Torrington, Connecticut, and lived as a child in Ohio. His 2 marriages resulted in 20 children.
He had 20 children by 2 women.
He did various types of work and had several business ventures. He lived at different times in Connecticut, Kansas, Ohio, Massachusetts, and New York. He was not a good businessman, and his family lived insecurely. The abolitionist, from his youth, Brown hated slavery.
Say it again.
From his youth, Brown hated slavery.
Say it again.
From his youth, Brown hated slavery.
This white man hated slavery. Read.
And helped fugitive slaves to escape to Canada.
Now, how many white folks y'all know helped the black man out, kept him from going to jail or doing a righteous deed? Now, if John Brown was your lawyer, you wouldn't have did a day. Read.
When he lived in Springfield, Massachusetts, he organized a league among the Negroes for their protection against slave catchers. However, he never joined an anti-slavery society.
He never joined them.
In 1849, he moved to North Elba, New York, an area settled by the Negroes. He was later buried there. In 1855, he followed 5 of his sons who had gone to Kansas to help keep it from becoming a slave state. In a number of small but bloody battles, he became famous as Old Osawatomie Brown in Kansas and among Eastern Friends of Free Soil. A strange but deliberate deed was leading an expedition of Pottawatomie Creek, where his men brutally murdered 5 pro-slavery partisans for no clearly established purpose. In another action, he crossed to Missouri and liberated 11 slaves. A slaveholder was killed during this action. Harper's Ferry. Brown had been considering.
That's enough. That's enough. But I want y'all to know it's good people and bad people in all races. Chinese, Mexicans, Puerto Rican, blacks, whites, everything. But the majority of the white folks run. They ain't no good. Now, I ain't saying all of them. Now, it's my white homies on here. Now, if y'all on here, again, hey, I want my white homies to be on here. Put y'all name up there. Let me see if they're on here. They lied to me. If they ain't on here, they lied to me. My white buddies, my white friends, put your name up here. I told y'all I was going to need y'all today. Y'all done let me down now. Y'all done lied to me. Now, how many of y'all believe in the New Testament now? Oh, hold on. I got to finish. I ain't finished. Let's go to, hold it. I ain't done. Go to Exodus. Let me show you what we're going to do to the enemies. Then I'm going to be done. Go to Exodus 23. Now, the New Testament say, love your enemies and pray for them to spitefully use you and abuse you and do anything to you. Now, let's see what our book say about the enemy. Exodus 23 and 22. Start 23 and 22. Yes, sir.
Exodus chapter 23, verse 22. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice,
if you obey Yahweh's voice,
and do all that I speak,
and do everything that Moses speak, because he's talking from Yah,
then I will be an enemy unto thy enemies.
Then Yahweh is going to be an enemy to your enemies, meaning the people that hate you, Yahweh going to hate them.
And an adversary unto thine adversaries.
And an adversary. So when you obey Yahweh, he going to be an enemy to your enemy. So if they put their hand on you, Almighty going to kill the whole family. Oh, that's all I needed. Now go to Numbers 10. Numbers 10 and 35.
Numbers chapter 10, verse 35. And it came to pass when the ark set forth that Moses said, rise up, Yahweh, and let thy enemies be scattered.
Let thy enemies be scattered.
And let them that hate thee flee before thee.
Let all the people that hate thee flee before thee. The Almighty gonna knock their head off. That's all. Deuteronomy 20. Cold-blooded right here. This cold-blooded. Deuteronomy 20 and 1.
Deuteronomy.
Cold piece of work right here.
Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 1. When thou goest out to battle against thy enemies.
When we go out to battle against our enemies.
And seest horses.
And see their horses.
And chariots.
Guns and Uzis.
And a people more than thou.
And they got more people. They got 10,000 when you just 100 of us.
Be not afraid of them.
Don't be afraid. Jim Crow, Willie Lynch say fear. But Almighty say, fear not. Don't be scared of nobody. Read.
For Yahweh thy Elohim is with thee.
If Yahweh with you, you ain't scared of nobody. That's mean I ain't stunned them. I fear Yah. Y'all say if I'm with you, can't nobody do nothing but with you. Read.
Which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt.
Yahweh the one brought us up out of the land of Egypt, not Moses.
And it shall be when ye are come nigh unto the battle.
When you come to the battle.
That the priest shall approach and speak unto the people.
That's right. Read.
And shall say unto them,
Hear.
Hear, O Israel.
Talking to us, the black folks.
Ye approach this day unto battle against your enemies.
Against your enemies.
Let not your hearts faint.
Don't be weak.
Fear not.
Don't be scared.
And do not tremble.
Don't be trembling and shaking.
Neither be ye terrified because of them.
Don't be scared of nobody. Don't be scared and trembling and terrified because it's 1,000 in them. There's 20 of you.
For Yahweh your Elohim is he that goeth with you.
Yahweh with us.
To fight for you against your enemies.
What? That's calling, y'all. Read that again. Don't you be scared of nobody. Yahweh say, I'm fighting for you. Read it again.
For Yahweh your Elohim is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies.
Say it again.
For Yahweh your Elohim is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies.
Say it again.
For Yahweh your Elohim is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies.
Read.
To save you.
To save you. Yahweh got my back. I don't know who got your back. Y'all got me. Read.
And the officers shall speak unto the people.
Okay, that's all I needed. Now, I want one more place. No, I think two more. Go to Joshua. Joshua 10. Joshua chapter 10, verse 20. Let me see. 22. Joshua 10 and 22.
Joshua chapter 10, verse 22. Then said Joshua, open the mouth of the cave and bring out those 5 kings unto me out of the cave.
These 5 kings is the ops. These the enemies. Read.
And they did so, and brought forth those 5 kings unto him out of the cave, the king of Jerusalem.
Hold it. Back up to 19.
Verse 19. And stay ye not, but pursue after your enemies.
Pursue after your enemies.
And smite the hindmost of them.
And smite them. Knock their head off.
Suffer them not to enter into their cities.
Don't let them go in the cities.
For Yahweh your Elohim have delivered them into your hand.
Yahweh going to deliver your enemies into your hand and knock their head off. Now read. Keep reading.
And it came to pass, when Joshua and the children of Israel had made an end of slaying them with a very great slaughter.
Slaying means killing.
Till they were consumed.
Till they were dead.
That the rest which remained of them entered into fenced cities. And all the people returned to the camp to Joshua at Makkedah in peace. None moved his tongue against any of the children of Israel.
Everybody was scared to death for children of Israel because they see y'all working.
Then said Joshua, open the mouth of the cave and bring out those 5 kings unto me out of the cave.
Now watch what happened to these 5 kings.
And they did so, and brought forth those 5 kings unto him out of the cave, the king of Jerusalem, the king of Hebron, the king of Jarmuth, the king of Lachish, and the king of Eglon. And it came to pass, when they brought out those kings unto Joshua, that Joshua called for all the men of Israel, and said unto the captains of the men of war which went with him.
Now watch what he tell them.
Come near.
Come near.
Put your feet upon the necks of these kings.
Put your feet up on the neck. Read.
And they came near and put their feet upon the necks of them. And Joshua said unto them, fear not, nor be dismayed.
Don't be scared.
Be strong and of a good courage, for thus shall Yahweh do to all your enemies against whom ye fight.
Yahweh gonna do this to all your enemies who you fighting.
And afterward Joshua smote them and slew them and hanged them on 5 trees, and they were hanging upon the trees until the evening.
Now, that's what you do to your enemies. Yahweh with you, who can be against you. Now go to Psalms 60. Come on, love your enemies. That don't sound like love to me. I want Psalm 60, I think. Let me see. Yeah, 60 and 12.
Psalms chapter 60, verse 12. Through Elohim we shall do valiantly.
Violent. We're going to do violent.
For he it is that shall tread down our enemies.
Yahweh is the one going to knock your enemy's head off. That's right. Now I'm ready for comment and question. I'm ready for comment and question, y'all. Since my white friends weren't on here today, I was going to get them to say something. They must have doing something else. I'm ready for comment and question now. Do y'all still love the New Testament? Because if you did love it, you're a damn fool. I'm ready for comment and question. You can talk back to me. I talk, y'all talk. Now dispute what I just read. Okay, Robin Richardson, praise the Most High Yah for all that you guys do. Okay. I said I'm ready for comment and question. Did I tell a lie or did I tell the truth? I showed you what the book said. The Willie Lynch letter was wrote from the New Testament. How to make a slave. I showed it. I didn't tell it to you. I showed it to you. Now everybody's scared and talk and got quiet now. Y'all normally running your mouth. You ain't running. Why you ain't talking now? Why I'm the only one talking? That's right. When you learn better, you're supposed to do better. You're supposed to love them that love you and hate everybody that hates you. They never supposed to love your enemy. I don't care what color he is or she is. But this here talking about white and black and white in the New Testament. Yeah, the New Testament is a slavery book. And they can't deny it. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at your book. Because I didn't write it. I just read it. Didn't write, I read. This was in here before I was born. So how did I write it? It was wrote in 1604. Let me show you when this was wrote. Let me show them when it was wrote. This when the New Testament was wrote. Read that.
The accepted Protestant versions in English, Coverdale's translation.
That's the break. Underline.
The leading clergyman as James I of England in 1604.
It started in 1604.
To have a new translation made.
It took them 7 years to write it. 54 scholars helped them write it. Read.
James appointed 54 great scholars to make a new version, to make a new revision.
He got 54 scholars to make a New Testament.
They worked at the task.
7 years. Read.
They worked at the task for 7 years.
Took them 7 years to put it together.
The result was the King James Version in 1611.
The King James Version 1611. That's talking about the New Testament. Ain't got nothing to do with the Old Testament. Because the Old Testament way older than the New Testament. The Old Testament come way thousands years ago. This New Testament is a Johnny-come-lately book. Just was made in 1611. And when they put it together, they brainwashed, bamboozled, and hoodwinked the black man. Got him thinking you got to go through JC to get to God. You got to serve and bow down to JC, the only begotten son. He died for the sins. All this old propaganda lies they tell. But y'all believe it. Getting a pimp 10% of your money every Sunday, and he teaching lies. He ain't talking about nothing. He ain't worth 2 dead flies. He ain't worth 2 dead flies. The New Testament of these preachers. Blessed be the name of Yah always forever. Especially the New Testament was definitely used as a method to control American slavery. Yes, sir. Okay, Hebrew went there. Yes, sir, brother. What's up, brother? Shalom went there. Okay, Jewel Glass said heard about the letter and never read it. Now more homework to do. Okay, yeah. Yep. New Testament ain't worth 2 dead flies. When you take when you go down and sit on the toilet, you don't use the toilet paper. Use the New Testament. Wipe your butt and flush it. That's what the New Testament good for. For everybody to love it. It go together. You got to have both of them. You a lie. You ain't never got to have no both of them. Go to Jeremiah 6 and 16. See if you got to have both of them. See if they go together. I'm tired of these folks lying. All y'all do is lie. You got to have the new to go with the old. You a lie. You've been brainwashed by Jim Crow and Willie Lynch. With that 6th verse, Jeremiah 6 and 16.
Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 16. Thus saith Yahweh, stand ye in the way.
Stand ye in the way.
And see, and as for the old path.
As for the Old Testament, the old path. It didn't say nothing about no New Testament. Read.
Where is the good way?
The old way is the good way. The new way is the wrong way. Read.
And walk therein.
And walk in the Old Testament because you don't need no New Testament.
and ye shall find rest for your souls.
Then you're going to find rest for your soul. You're going to be all right in the Old Testament. Read.
But they said,
but the people that love Jim Crow and Willie Lynch say, we ain't going to do it. We're going to see what Paul said, what Mark said, what John said. Read.
We will not walk therein.
We ain't going to listen to what Moses said. We ain't going to listen to Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and Isaiah, and Noah. We're going to listen to what Paul, John, and Luke, them hillbillies said. They ain't worth two dead flies. Read.
Also, I said watchmen over you.
I said what? Yahweh said, I said watchmen over you. I got people watching you.
Saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet.
Hearken to the truth. The sound of the trumpet is me. I'm popping corn. I'm telling you the truth. Hearken to me.
But they said,
we ain't listen to that end.
We will not hearken.
We ain't gonna listen to Yahudah. We ain't gonna listen to him. He don't know what he's talking about.
Therefore, hear ye nations.
Hear ye nations with the S on the end. Talking about nations.
And know.
And know. Don't believe, but know.
O congregation.
O congregation.
What is among them?
What is among them? Watch this now. This coin.
Hear, O earth.
Talking to the whole world, the earth. Talking to everybody on earth.
Behold, I will bring evil upon this people.
I'm going to bring evil upon everybody that don't turn to Yah. Evil.
Even the fruit of their thoughts.
The fruit of your thoughts going to be evil. The book popping it. Read.
Because they have not hearkened unto my words.
Because you don't listen to the Old Testament. You too busy talking about what John said.
Nor to my law.
You don't keep Yahweh law.
But rejected it.
You rejected it. That means you don't do it. That's all I needed. Something else just came to me too. Go to 2nd Chronicles. Now, y'all look at this. All the people that's new on here. Go to 2nd Chronicles 15 and 13. 2nd Chronicles 15, 13.
2nd Chronicles chapter 15, verse 13. That whosoever would not seek Yahweh Elohim of Israel should be put to death.
If you don't seek my God, which is Yah, you're going to be put to death.
Whether small or great.
I don't care if you're small or great.
Whether man or woman.
Man or woman, you don't need JC for nothing.
And they swear unto...
Okay, that's all I needed. Whosoever don't seek Yah, go get the head knocked off. You're going to get your head knocked off. Hold it. Go to 19. Let me see. Psalms. I think, yeah, Psalm 19. Yeah, let me get that. No, I won't. Psalm 7. I think it's 7. Let me see. Yeah. Psalm 7 and 11.
Psalms chapter 7, verse 11. Elohim judgeth the righteous, and Elohim is angry with the wicked every day.
Yahweh mad, angry at the wicked, even though he woke you up, he's still mad at you every day. Read it again.
Elohim judgeth the righteous, and Elohim is angry with the wicked every day.
Every day, Yahweh mad at you. Don't get it. That's it. I can't get him to talk today. I told you I was going to break it off in you. I'm going to knock your head off. I don't hear nobody talking now. Everybody quiet today. Good. Thanks, Teach, for bringing this out, because I have not heard this, and this is deep in the wars. Sister, this ain't what I did today. Ain't never been thought of. Ain't never been did. Ain't no preacher, ain't no teacher on earth and did this before. Nobody. You're looking at the chosen one. Almighty picked me. Almighty hand pick him. He don't pick no everybody. Can't no everybody do this. You got to be the chosen one. Let me show you that you got to be the chosen. Go to Samuel. Since they don't want to talk, now I got to think of stuff. Got me thinking now. Okay. Let me let you read the whole chapter. Start the first verse. Almighty hand pick him. 1 Samuel 16:1. Let me show you what he do.
1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 1. And Yahweh said unto Samuel,
Yahweh talking.
How long wilt thou mourn for Saul?
How long you gonna mourn for Saul?
Seeing I have rejected him from reigning over Israel.
I ain't studying him no more.
Fill thine horn with oil and go. I will send thee to Jesse the Bethlehemite.
He didn't say fill your horn with water. He said oil. You baptized with water and you anoint with oil, fool. Read.
For I have provided me a king among his sons.
He provided a king for his sons.
And Samuel said, How can I go? If Saul hear it, he will kill me. And Yahweh said, Take an heifer with thee, and say, I am come to sacrifice to Yahweh. And call Jesse to the sacrifice.
Now Jesse had 7 or 8 sons. But Yahweh just wanted one of them. Watch what he say.
And I will show thee what thou shalt do, and thou shalt anoint unto me him whom I name unto thee.
I'm gonna show you and teach you which one I want. Because I don't want all of them. I just want one.
And Samuel did that which Yahweh spake.
He listened to Yah. He didn't listen to Paul and John.
And came to Bethlehem. And the elders of the town trembled at his coming and said, Comest thou peaceably? And he said, Peaceably, I am come to sacrifice unto Yahweh. Sanctify yourselves and come with me to the sacrifice. And he sanctified Jesse and his sons and called them to the sacrifice. And it came to pass when they were come that he looked on Eliab and said, Surely Yahweh's anointed is before him. But Yahweh said unto Samuel,
Yahweh told Samuel this.
Look not on his countenance.
I don't care how tall he is or how handsome he is.
Or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him.
I ain't studying him.
For Yahweh seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but Yahweh looketh on the heart.
Yahweh looking at your heart. Keep reading.
Then Jesse called Abinadab and made him pass before Samuel. And he said, Neither hath Yahweh chosen this.
Yahweh ain't studying him either.
Then Jesse made Shammah to pass by. And he said, Neither hath Yahweh chosen this.
Yahweh ain't studying him. That's number 3. Now you know how Yahweh ain't studying him.
Again, Jesse made 7 of his sons to pass before Samuel.
He made 7 of his sons pass before Samuel. But watch this, y'all.
And Samuel said unto Jesse, Yahweh have not chosen these.
Yahweh ain't studying none of these people.
And Samuel said unto Jesse, Are here all thy children?
Are these all your sons, man? Because Yahweh ain't studying none of them. Read.
And he said, There remaineth yet the youngest, and behold, he keepeth the sheep.
I got one more son. He young and he over there with the sheep.
And Samuel said unto Jesse, Send and fetch him.
Go get him.
For we will not sit down till he come hither.
We ain't gonna sit down till that other son get here. Because he ain't studying the rest of them.
And he sent and brought him in. Now he was ready, and withal of a beautiful countenance.
He was red and ruddy. He was red. He was red.
And goodly to look to.
And handsome. He was red and handsome. Read.
And Yahweh said,
Watch what Yahweh say.
Arise.
Arise.
Anoint him.
Anoint him.
For this is he.
What? Say it again.
For this.
No, this is he.
For this is he.
Say it again.
For this is he.
Say it again.
For this is he.
Say it again.
For this is he.
This him. I ain't studying the rest of them. I chose him. Read.
Then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brethren.
That's right.
And the Spirit of Yahweh came upon David from that day forward.
From that day forward. That's right. That's all I needed. I say that's him. Listen, let me let you know I'm the one. Go to Numbers 8. Numbers 8 and 17.
Numbers chapter 8, verse 17.
Now this what y'all say. I'm going to let you know I'm the chosen one. Read.
For all the firstborn of the children of Israel are mine.
I belong to y'all. He said all the firstborn children of Israel belong to me. I come out the womb first, not nobody else. My mama was a virgin, and she carried me. My mama ain't never been with no man before she had me. She was a virgin. My dad was the first one to pluck her. Then I came. Read it again.
For all the firstborn of the children of Israel are mine.
A man, read.
Both man and beast.
Both man and beast. I'm a man.
On the day that I smote every firstborn in the land of Egypt, I sanctified them for myself.
For myself, I belong to y'all. Read. Now go to Numbers 3. That's why I'm the chosen one, because I'm the first one out that vagina. Go to Numbers 3. Then I pop corn. The Almighty gave it to me. I ain't nobody. But in his eyes, I'm somebody. Numbers 3 and 13. Read, watch this 13. I belong to Yah.
Numbers chapter 3, verse 13. Because all the firstborn are mine.
All the firstborn children that belong to Yah. If you're the firstborn, you belong to Yah. If I'm the firstborn, read.
For on the day that I smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, I hallowed unto me all the firstborn in Israel.
I killed all the firstborn in Egypt, and I've hallowed all the firstborn in Israel.
Both man and beast.
Both man and beast.
Mine shall they be. I am Yahweh.
Yahweh chose me. I didn't choose me. Yah chose me. That's all I needed. Now y'all know I'm the chosen one. I ain't bragging. I'm testifying. I'm showing what the book say. Can't no anybody do this. Can't no everybody do this. Why? Because the Almighty ain't studying them. Don't get mad at me because y'all get it to me. I put in work. He didn't give it to me because I was 8 feet tall, because I was this, that, and the other. He gave it to me because I love him and keep his commandments. I keep y'all commandments. The world knows. White folks, black folks, everybody know I have my fringes on. I represent y'all. And they know Yahweh coming out my mouth. They ain't like me. These people around here ain't like me. Hey, your son, your first son, belong to Yah. Look, Shisha. Oh, no, I'm thinking about what you call. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. I'm thinking about somebody else. Well, anybody that they had their son first to come out that first womb, he belonged to Yah. And you notice he didn't say a girl, a woman. He talking about the man. A man child is more important than a woman child in Yahweh's eyes. Any comment or question? Go to Proverbs 28 and 5. Proverbs 28 and 5.
Proverbs chapter 28, verse 5. Evil men understand not judgment,
Evil man don't understand this book.
but they that seek Yahweh understand all things.
I understand all things. When the Almighty doing that killing, I understand why he killing. Oh, he killed someone. So that's what he do. He a killer. I understand this book. Go to Deuteronomy I think 39. Let's see. Deuteronomy 32 and verse 39. My God is a killer. Put your hands on me, he gonna knock your head off. read that 39 verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39.
This Yahweh talking.
See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me.
Ain't no God with my God. Ain't no Father, Son, and Holy Ghost like they teach in them lying churches.
I kill.
What? Say it again.
I kill.
What? Say it again.
I kill.
I kill. Read.
And I make alive.
I make you alive.
I wound.
I wound.
And I heal.
And I heal.
Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
When the Almighty ready to knock your hand off, you can't run. You think you can run to the moon and somewhere else? You can't go nowhere.
For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever.
I live forever. The Almighty said, I kill, I heal, I do it all. Then nobody, that's it. Go read that 32 and 35. 32 and 35. We'll just do it around.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 35. To me belongeth vengeance and recompense.
Vengeance belong to Yah. Don't you get them back. Let Yah get them. He still give out heart attacks and strokes.
Their foot shall slide in due time.
Their foot gonna slide in due time. They gonna slip.
For the day of their calamity is at hand.
Right around the corner, at hand.
And the things that shall come upon them make haste.
That's right. That's right. That's all it means. Why ain't nobody got no question and comment today? Y'all mad because I broke it off in that New Testament? Mad because I showed y'all the truth and y'all been living a lie? Because your preacher ain't going to do this. Your preacher dumb as a box of rocks. Let me show you how dumb your preacher is. Go to Isaiah. Let me show you how dumb your preacher is. This means he can't do it. Go to 56, start at 10 verse. Let me show you how dumb your preacher is. This means he can't do it.
Isaiah chapter 56, verse 10. His watchmen are blind.
Talking about the preachers, they all blind.
They are all ignorant.
They ignorant. Yahweh said all the preachers dumb and they ignorant.
They are all dumb dogs.
They all dumb dogs. He ain't talking about no four-legged dog. He talking about a two-legged dog. They all dumb dogs.
They cannot bark.
He ain't talking about the dog that bark like a German shepherd. He ain't talking about them kind of dogs.
Sleeping,
lying, love to slumber, love to lie, and lazy.
Lying down, loving to slumber. Yea, they are greedy dogs which can never have enough.
What make them greedy dogs that they can't have enough? Because that play go around in the church 5-6 times. Started begging for money. They begging greedy dog. Read.
And they are shepherds that cannot understand.
They can't understand this book. It take a nappy-headed Israelite to teach this book. Hold it. Or we going to come back to that. Go to Psalms. I think 147. Let me show you. Let me show y'all the only people can teach this book is a nappy-headed Israelite. 147, start at the 19.
Psalms chapter 147, verse 19. He showed his word unto Jacob.
He showed his word to Jacob.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
And his judgments unto Israel. He didn't show it to no Puerto Rican, no Mexican, no Japanese, no white man, no Ethiopian, no Indian. He didn't show it to them. Read.
He have not dealt so with any nation.
He ain't dealt with no German, no Russian.
And as for his judgments, they have not known them.
They have not known them. Praise ye Yah. Read.
Praise ye Yahweh.
That's when they can't teach the book because the Most High didn't show it to them. He didn't give it to him. He gave it to us. He gave it to me. He didn't give it to no Puerto Rican, no Japanese, white man, none of that. No Indian. None of them. Now go back and finish that about the rotten, no good, dirty preachers.
They look to their own way.
They look to their own way. They tell the book how they want to tell it.
Everyone for his gain.
Everyone for his own gain. All the preachers trying to get rich.
From his quarter.
From his quarter.
Come ye, say they, I will fetch wine.
They don't drink wine, communion.
And we will fill ourselves with strong drink.
And then after church, they gonna drink Kavase, Hennessy, and Crown Royal.
And tomorrow shall be as this day.
And tomorrow gonna be just like today. We're gonna get drunk again.
And much more abundant.
And much more abundant. We're gonna get drunk and paid at the same time. Gonna lie to the people on Sunday, then we're gonna get drunk all week. Ain't worth two dead flies. Go to Jeremiah 23. Still talking about these lying preachers. Y'all believe in them. Y'all rather pay for a lie than to get the truth free. I ain't charging you a quarter. I ain't never asked nobody on here for a dime. I got over 300 videos and I try to give away money. I try to give away 500, 1,000. Can't nobody in the world get it. Why? Because I'm telling the truth. That's why. Jeremiah 23, first verse.
Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture.
Woe be unto the preachers, the ones that scatter Yahweh pastor. You got Methodists, Catholic, Presbyterian, Jehovah's Witnesses, atheists, everything. Mormons.
Saith Yahweh. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh Elohim of Israel against the pastors that feed my people.
I'm against the preachers that feed my people the New Testament.
Ye have scattered my flock.
You have scattered my flock, Methodists, Catholic, Presbyterian, Jehovah's, all the religious junk.
And driven them away.
And they ain't talking about Yahweh in no church. They talking about the hippie on the stick, the New Testament.
And have not visited them.
And you ain't went back and told them the truth. You still lying to them.
Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings.
This is an evil thing when you go to church and teach people that he only got one son. He died for the sins of the world. You got to go through him to get to God. Evil doing.
Saith Yahweh, and I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries, whether I have driven them.
He going to gather us out of all countries. Then we going back home. We ain't going to be in the United States forever.
And will bring them again to their folds, and they shall be fruitful and increase.
That's right. We going back home. That's all I need. I say I'm ready for comment and question. I can't get nobody to build a bop at the barbershop. Yeah, let me show you. Let me show you that. Go to Isaiah 30. Let me show you that I ain't lying. Let me show you that I ain't lying. They ain't gonna give me a quarter because I'm telling the truth, but they'll give a lying, no good, dirty dog all their money. Give them all your money. Go to 30, start at Isaiah 30 and read the 9th verse.
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9, that this is a rebellious people.
This is a rebellious people, talking about the nappy-headed Israelites.
Lying children.
Lying children. Every preacher in church lying.
Children that will not hear the law of Yahweh.
What preacher in the church talking about the law? None of them. They ain't talking about no law.
Which say to the seers.
What say to the leaders, which the preachers, the leader.
See not, and to the prophets, prophesies not to us right things.
Don't tell us the truth. That what black folks go to church. Don't tell us the truth. Don't tell us what we can't do. Tell us what we can do. Read.
Speak unto us smooth things.
Tell us something real easy. Hey, all we got to do is pray Hail Mary and we're forgiven. Just something smooth and easy. Just tell us, we don't want to do nothing hard. We don't want to do nothing hard. We want to do something smooth and easy. Read.
Prophesies deceits.
Tell us a lie. There it is right there. That's it. Our people love to be lied to. These people don't want no truth. What I'm doing is telling the truth. Do anybody know what the truth is? Put it up here. What is the truth, y'all? Can anybody tell me what the truth is? Okay, I appreciate that, sister. That's right. Now put the chapter in the book up there for. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. Now read it for him, son. Go to Psalm 119 and 142, Florida. Now, let's see if it's true to the New Testament. Let's see if it's JC. Let's see if it's anything dealing with the New Testament. What is the truth? That sister go 119 and 142. This is the truth, y'all.
Psalms chapter 119, verse 142. Thy righteousness is the everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
If you got the law, you got the truth. The truth is the law, and the law is the truth. If you ain't got the law, you ain't the truth. And go to 151. It's somewhere else. 119, 151.
Verse 151. Thou art near, O Yahweh, and all thy commandments are truth.
All the commandments is the truth. If you keep the commandments, you the truth. All the commandments is the truth. That's why I'm the truth. I keep them all. The truth ain't nothing else. The truth is the law is the truth. When you got the commandments, you the truth. They don't want no smoke. They rap, talk, throw me in the bus, but they don't want no smoke. Because I ain't going to play with them. I'm not going to play with you when it comes to this book. I'm going to make you catch a deer getting away from me. Oh, yeah, it's just a fashion show. Yeah, you're right, Vegan One. The church ain't nothing but a fashion show. They dressing up to see who got the nicest dress on, the nicest suit on, who got the prettiest shoes and all that. Then they pay a pimp 10% of their money. Don't forget that part. They're going to pay the pimp now. He a high-tech pimp. He don't put them on the corner no more. He tell them a lie and they pay him. The church is the biggest con game in the world. The church is the biggest rip-off con game in the world. They don't pay no taxes. They exempt from taxes. Show me somebody in the Old Testament with the church and I'll give you $1,000. Can anybody show me in the Old Testament where anybody went to church just one time, not two? Show it to me and get paid. Get $1,000. Show me one person that went to church one time for $1,000. And all I need It's where it's at, and I'm gonna send you $1,000. Put your address up there. I'll send you money on it. You know what the Bible called the church? The church is a whole house. Go to Jeremiah 5 and 7. Let me show you what the book says about the church.
Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 7. How shall I pardon thee for this?
Yahweh said, how can I forgive you for this, for going to church?
Thy children have forsaken me.
You forget all about Yahweh when you go to church, because they ain't never told you to go, but you go anyway.
And sworn by them that are no God.
And sworn by the New Testament that JC is God. You swore he is God.
When I have fed them to the full.
When I have fed you to the full, but I told you the truth. I sent Moses. I sent Ezekiel. I sent Isaiah. I sent Jeremiah. I never sent Paul, Peter, Luke, and John, them hillbillies. Read.
They then committed adultery.
When you go to church, you commit adultery because you horn after another God, worshiping after another God. That's how you commit adultery in Yahweh's eyes, not man.
And assemble themselves by troops in the harlots' houses.
In the harlot houses. Assemble yourself by troops. There's thousands of black folks going to church every Sunday, especially Easter. Easter gonna fill a house. Boy, everybody, people that ain't been to church in 100 years, going to church on Easter. Oh, they gonna put that suit on, they gonna go up and get a man all the money and step out of there and say, man, that man sure preached. And he ain't said nothing. Read.
They were as fed horses in the morning. Everyone neighed after his neighbor's wife.
And everybody in the church looking at his neighbor's wife. They commit adultery.
Shall I not visit for these things, saith Yahweh?
Yahweh gonna knock your head off. Okay, that's all I needed. The Old Testament called the church a whole house, a harlot house. Because it's a whore's way of worship. It ain't talking about no hoe on the street just getting over vagina to everybody. Not that kind of hoe. That's right. Throw it away. But I can't throw mine away because I got to keep it because that's how I attack them. See, when you teaching, you got to know all the books because if you don't, they're going to make you look like a fool. See, I have to study and learn the Quran, the New Testament, and all. I have to know them books because when I get in debate, I'm going to use their book against them. I'm going to use your book. Listen, I ain't even got to go in the Old Testament. I can use your book to kill you with your own book. I ain't got to go in the Old Testament to do it. I do it from the New. I kill you from the New. That's right. But even the New Testament say keep the law. Let me show y'all what the New Testament say. Go to 1 John. And this is what the preacher ain't going to read to you. See, he ain't going to do this. The New Testament say keep the law. But they ain't going to show you this. Let me show it to y'all right quick because they ain't going to show it to you. I want 1 John. Okay, I want 1 John chapter 2, verse 3.
1 John chapter 2, verse 3.
Now, this is the truth in the New Testament, but it's not the whole truth, nothing but the truth. The whole book is telling 90% lies. But this is the truth right here. Read.
And hereby we do know that we know him.
This is the only way that we know him. Talking about God.
If we keep his commandments.
This is the only way that you're going to know God if you keep his commandments. Not go to church, not be baptized, not wear a cross, not believe in JC. But if you keep his commandments, read.
He that saith, I know him.
Anybody in the New Testament say they know God.
And keep it not his commandments.
And you do not keep God's commandments.
Is a liar.
Is a what?
Is a liar.
Is a what?
Is a liar.
So all you churches, all you Christians are liars because you do not keep the commandments. Read.
And the truth is not in him.
And the truth ain't in you. You're a liar and the truth ain't in you. Now let's go to 1 John 5. So that's for any Christian to say, I got the Holy Ghost. I've been baptized. I pay my tithes. I believe in JC. You are lying, no good, dirty, rotten dog. The Bible say, your book say, if you say you know God and don't keep his commandment, you are a liar, and the truth ain't in you. Now go to 1 John 5 and start at that second verse. I'm popping corn. Now this in y'all book, the devil's book, Lucifer book, Satan book, Willie Lynch book, what's the other man? Jim Crow book. This in y'all book.
1 John chapter 5 verse 2. By this we know that we love the children of God.
Now if you love the children of God,
when we love God,
when you love God
and keep his commandments, for this is the love of God.
This is the love of God. They popping corn over here now.
That we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
That's right. His commandments ain't hard to do. Ain't no burden. Now, that's what I'm talking about. I barbecue and I mildew. Where did the church come from? With the law being with it. Listen, in the eyes of Yahweh, ain't no such thing as the church. The church came from the white folks, the Gentiles, the Europeans, the Caucasian. That's where the church come from. It didn't come from Moses. It didn't come from Daniel. It didn't come from Isaiah. It didn't come from no black folk. The church come from white folks. I say, show me who went to church in the Old Testament for $1,000. You might well be loving Willie Lynch. You go to church, because that's where he got his idea to make a slave from, the New Testament. Moses didn't go no church. Jeremiah didn't go no church. Ezekiel didn't go no church. Adam didn't go no church. He was the first man. He don't know nothing about no church. Malachi was the last book in the Old Testament, and they never said church. Can't get it because they didn't. That's right, brother. That's right. That's right. Ain't no such thing as church. Only people go to church is a fool, a retarded fool. If you go to church, you're a retarded fool. But when you learn better, you're supposed to do better. So if you go to church tomorrow, you're a retarded fool. After I showed you what the book say. I just showed you that Willie Lynch got the wrote it from the New Testament, and you still gonna go to church. That's because you've been brainwashed, bamboozled, and hoodwinked. You can't tell them nothing. Our people head hard as a brick. I think I might have went to church, let me see, about 3 or 4 times my whole life. That's when I was a little boy, though. I ain't never go when I was grown. Never. Never been a Christian. Never had a religion. I used to study Islam. I used to be an FOI. Yeah, Fruit of Islam. But for the New Testament, I can't do it. Can't do it. Ain't gonna do it. I'll never believe in that book. I'm always going down it because the Almighty don't speak in it. If you can show me where Yahweh spoke in the New Testament, I'll give you another $1,000. Show me where Yahweh spoke to Paul, Peter, Luke, John, Timmy, any of them. and get paid. I love giving away money. I'll give you $1,000 if you can show me where Yahweh spoke to anybody at any time. Not twice, just one time. Who sent Paul? Not Yah. Who sent Peter? Not Yah. Let me show you who sent Moses. Go to Exodus. Let's see. Okay, go to Exodus 4 and 1.
Exodus chapter 4, verse 1. And Moses answered and said, but behold, they will not believe me.
The people ain't going to believe me just like they don't believe me today.
Nor hearken unto my voice.
They ain't going to listen to Moses. You know they ain't going to listen to me.
For they will say, Yahweh have not appeared unto thee.
They going to tell me the same thing. Oh, Yahweh ain't studying you.
And Yahweh said unto him, what is that in thy hand? And he said, a rod. And he said, cast it on the ground. And he cast it on the ground, and it became a serpent. And Moses fled from before it. And Yahweh said unto Moses, put forth thy hand and take it by the tail. And he put forth his hand and caught it, and it became a rod in his hand.
Hold it right here. How can the New Testament go with the Old Testament when they are direct? That's right, sister. That's right. Everybody I talk to talking about how can the Almighty make a book with just the New Testament is in and the Old Testament in it. You know, they have any excuse and every excuse in the world to serve the New Testament. 1,000 excuses, but no facts. Why they believe in the New Testament? You believe in the New Testament because you've been brainwashed, bamboozled, and hoodwinked. That's the only reason why you believe in the book. You was raised. The book say train up a child when he's young. When he get old, he ain't gonna depart from Christianity. Hold it. Go to Proverbs. This is why they can't let it go. Go to Proverbs 22 and 6. This reason why they can't leave the New Testament alone. Proverbs 22 and 6.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go.
Train up a child in Christianity, in a Baptist, in a Methodist. Train him up in that. Watch this, read.
And when he is old,
when he get old as me,
he will not depart from it.
He ain't gonna, you can't tell him nothing. You can't tell him nothing. He's an old fool. That's why. When you train a person up in Christianity or Islam, whatever, they can't get away from it. See, the Almighty had his hand on me way back then. He made sure I didn't get to it. He said, no, Yahoo, you stay over here. I let everybody else go to church, but you ain't. Yeah, you stay right here. I got you. This is what he told Abraham. Go to Abraham. Let me show him let you know how the Almighty come get you. Almighty come get you. I think it's 17. Genesis 17. Let me see if that's what I want. Yes, sir. Hold on. Make sure. When he left his family, okay. I'm on Is that when he came to him, he was 75 years old? That's the one I want. When he was 75 years old, the Almighty came to him, he told him to walk before me and be thou perfect. Let me see. Oh, that I want Genesis 12. That's what I want. Yeah, Genesis 12. Start right. Watch how y'all do, y'all.
Genesis chapter 12, verse 1. Now Yahweh has said unto Abram,
he talked to Abram. He ain't talked to nobody in the New Testament.
Get thee out of thy country.
Leave your land. Yahweh told him to leave the land.
And from thy kindred.
Get away from all your relatives, all your kinfolks.
And from thy father's house.
And leave your father's house.
And unto a land that I will show thee.
A land that Yahweh gonna show Abram.
And I will make of thee a great nation.
And I'm gonna make of you a great nation. He became a great nation because he's the father of the Arab and he's the father of the Israelites.
And I will bless thee.
I will bless you, but I ain't gonna bless nobody in the New Testament.
And make thy name great.
And your name is great. Abraham.
And thou shalt be a blessing.
And you're gonna be a blessing, Abraham.
I will bless them that bless thee.
And I'm going to bless everybody that bless you, Abraham.
And curse him that curseth thee.
And I'm going to curse everybody that curse you, Abraham. Everybody that hated Abraham. Everybody that did anything wrong to Abraham got their head knocked off.
And thee shall all families of the earth be blessed.
And through Abraham, all the families, not through JC, not through Hamashiach, not through John, not through Paul, through Abraham.
So Abram departed.
He left.
As Yahweh has spoken unto him.
He spoke to this man. He ain't speak to nobody in the Old New Testament.
And Lot went with him. And Abram was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran.
He was 75 years old when Yahweh came to holler at him and said, come on with me, man. That's all I needed. So you ain't got no certain age that y'all come get you. Hey, he came and got me. I was in my early 20s. But I put in work. I put in work. Okay, Ben, y'all say go to Deuteronomy 13, 1 through 5. Yep, we've been tricked, Jason. That's right, brother. Tricked them. And they want to stay tricked. That's the killing part. Black folks want to stay tricked. They got too much pride for you to untrick them. They too arrogant for you to untrick them. They too boastful for you to untrick them. They don't want to be untricked. Black folks love to be tricked and lied to.
Deuteronomy chapter 13, verse 1. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Send thou men, that they may search the land of Canaan, which I give unto the children of Israel. Of every tribe of their fathers shall ye send a man, every one a ruler among them.
Yeah, 1 through 5. Don't go past 5.
And Moses, by the commandment of Yahweh, sent them from the wilderness of Paran. All those men were heads of the children of Israel. And these were their names of the tribes of, hold on, that's Numbers 13.
Y'all know it didn't sound right. Yeah, Deuteronomy 13, 1 through 5.
Deuteronomy chapter 13, verse 1. If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and giveth thee a sign or a wonder, and the sign or the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, Let us go after other gods.
Let us go to the New Testament.
Which thou hast not known.
Moses didn't know nothing about no New Testament. Abraham didn't know nothing about no New Testament. I don't know nothing about no New Testament. And Yahweh don't know nothing about no New Testament. So what the hell you know about it? Read.
And let us serve them.
And let us serve the white man God. Because that's his God. They ain't our God. We got 2 different gods. Hold it. Keep reading. I'm going to show them that ain't our. Keep reading. Go to 5 though.
Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet.
Don't listen to that prophet because he lying.
Or that dreamer of dreams. For Yahweh your Elohim proveth you, to know whether ye love Yahweh your Elohim with all your heart and with all your soul.
And when you love Yahweh with all your heart and all your soul, you ain't gonna celebrate no pagan holidays. You ain't gonna eat no pork. You ain't gonna be breaking his commandments and all his statutes. You ain't gonna go to church. You ain't gonna wear no cross. You ain't gonna put the hippie on the stick on the wall. You ain't gonna, when you love Yahweh, you ain't gonna do none of that.
Ye shall walk after Yahweh your Elohim.
That's right. Walk after Yah and not JC.
And fear him.
And fear Yahweh and not the Willie Lynch letter.
And keep his commandments.
And keep his commandments all the time.
And obey his voice.
Obey Yahweh's voice and not nobody in the New Testament voice, you retarded fool.
And ye shall serve him.
Serve Yahweh, fool.
And cleave unto him.
Get next to Yah.
And that prophet or that dreamer of dreams shall be put to death.
That's right.
Because he has spoken to turn you away from Yahweh your Elohim.
Because he's trying to change your mind, heart, and soul to go to follow his God. They ain't worth two dead flies.
Which brought you out of the land of Egypt and redeemed you out of the house of bondage.
That's right. Yahweh did it.
To thrust thee out of the way which Yahweh thy Elohim commanded thee to walk in. So shalt thou put the evil away from the midst of thee.
That's right. That's corn there, Ben Yah. That's right. Now go to Psalm 96. Let me show you that everybody got a different God. That our God ain't the white man God, the Chinese God, the Puerto Rican man God, whoever God. Yahweh got one God, and his name is Yah. You understand me? And if you don't serve Yah, you're going to get your head knocked off. Now go to Psalm. Start the first verse.
Psalms chapter 96, verse 1. Oh, sing unto Yahweh a new song.
A new song.
Sing unto Yahweh all the earth.
Everybody on earth supposed to be singing to Yah, but everybody in church singing to JC. They hit me on the stick. Read.
Sing unto Yahweh.
Singing to Yahweh, and then say singing to his son, which y'all call JC. That's a lie.
Bless his name.
Bless Yahweh's name and not nobody else's.
Show forth his salvation from day to day.
Day to day.
Declare his glory among the heathen.
Talk about Yahweh among the white folks.
His wonders among all people.
Among all people. Don't never be scared to praise Yah in front of nobody. I praise him anywhere, everywhere.
For Yahweh is great.
He is great.
And greatly to be praised.
And greater to be praised. Ain't nobody else did nothing. Who else created the heaven and earth to see the stars of the heaven and everything, the animals in you?
He is to be feared above all gods.
Above all gods. There it is with the S on the end. All God, letting you know it's more than one God.
For all the gods of the nations are idols.
All the gods of everybody else ain't worth two dead flies. All the gods of the earth ain't nothing.
But Yahweh made the heavens.
That's right. Our God made the heavens. That's all I needed. Letting you know it's more than one God and everybody on earth got their own God. Go to 1 Kings 17 to back that up. Let me let you know I'm telling the truth. No, I think it's 7. Let me see. Is it 1 Kings? I think it's 2 Kings. Let me see. 2 Kings, yeah. Yeah, 2 Kings. (17 and 33). 2 Kings 17:33. Yeah.
2 Kings chapter 17, verse 33. They feared Yahweh.
They feared Yahweh.
And served their own gods.
And served their own God. Let you know everybody got a God.
After the manner of the nations whom they carried away from thence.
Just like the other people who they carried away. Now, let me see. Okay, go to 35.
Verse 35. With whom Yahweh had made a covenant and charged them, saying, Ye shall not fear other gods.
Don't fear the New Testament.
Nor bow yourselves to them.
Don't bow down to the New Testament.
Nor serve them.
Don't serve the New Testament.
Nor sacrifice to them.
Don't do no sacrifices.
But Yahweh, who brought you up out of the land of Egypt with great power and a stretched out arm.
He did that. He brought our forefathers out of Egypt.
Him shall you fear.
You fear Yah.
And him shall ye worship,
Worship Yah.
and to him shall ye do sacrifice.
You'll do a sacrifice, you do it for Yah.
And the statutes and the ordinances and the law and the commandment which he wrote for you,
He wrote that for us to keep.
ye shall observe to do forevermore.
All the way to the graveyard.
And ye shall not fear other gods.
Don't fear no other God in the New Testament.
And the covenant that I have made with you, ye shall not forget.
Don't never forget his 8 covenants that he made with us.
Neither shall ye fear other gods.
How many times he going to tell you don't fear no other God?
But Yahweh your Elohim ye shall fear.
We supposed to fear Yah.
And he shall deliver you out of the hand of all your enemies.
When you fear Yah, he going to deliver out of the hands of all your enemies. He going to protect you. Our obedience is our protector. The more you obey Yah, the more he going to protect you. Read.
Howbeit they did not hearken,
They didn't listen.
but they did after their former manner.
They did just like the other Gentile nation, everybody else. They, monkey see, monkey do. They do like other folk. They ain't listening to Yah, they listen to other people.
So these nations feared Yahweh,
They fear Yah because they're going to send that hurricane, mudslide, earthquake, tornado, and drought.
and served their graven images.
But they serve their graven images. They still serve the New Testament.
Both their children
Both their children
and their children's
And-
children,
and their children's children today.
as did their fathers, so do they unto this day.
Right now, today, they still doing it. They serving a graven image. Fear Yah. When he send that hurricane, mudslide, tornado, you scared to death. But after it calm down, you go on to church. You put a pork chop in your mouth. You put the tree up. You believe in anything. You fear Yah, but you're going to still do what you're going to do. And that's not pay y'all no attention. What's up, Hebrew? Hey, John, did you get an A for that business I gave out the New Testament? I say, do you still believe in the New Testament, John? Why? Okay, Ben, y'all say Ezekiel 13, 6-9. Talk to me now. I say, do you still love JC New Testament? That means you love Willie Lynch. You love Willie Lynch and Jim Crow then if you love the New Testament. You love him. That's all you love. That's who you love. You love Willie Lynch, man. If you love the New Testament, you love that man right there. You love him. Ben, y'all say go to Ezekiel. All right. No, it ain't funny. Facts. Ain't nothing funny. Ain't nothing funny.
Ezekiel chapter 13, verse 6.
And 9, yeah.
They have seen vanity and lying divination, saying, Yahweh saith, and Yahweh have not sent them.
That's right. They said, then Yahweh ain't never sent them.
And they have made others to hope that they will confirm the word.
Yes men. They hope they looking for yes men. Ain't that right? Yeah, that's right. Ain't that right? Yeah, yes men. Men is gonna agree to a lie.
Have ye not seen a vain vision? And have ye not spoken a lying divination? Whereas ye say, Yahweh said it.
And he ain't said nothing.
Albeit I have not spoken.
He ain't said nothing.
Therefore thus saith Yahweh Elohim, because ye have spoken vanity and seen lies, therefore, behold, I am against you.
I'm against anybody's lying.
Saith Yahweh Elohim.
People say, the God talked to me last night. He ain't never talked to you. You told a lie. He might have came to you in a dream, in a vision, but he don't do no talking. You told a lie. If you say if you say Yahweh talk to you, you lie.
And my hand shall be upon the prophets that see vanity and that divine lies. They shall not be in the assembly of my people.
They ain't gonna be with his people. You popping corn up, Ben, y'all.
Neither shall they be written in the writing of the house of Israel.
You ain't gonna be written in the book.
Neither shall they enter into the land of Israel.
That's right. You ain't going home with us. You're gonna get burned up with everybody over here.
And ye shall know that I am Yahweh Elohim.
That's right. You gonna know that Yahweh do it. You gonna know. That's right. That's right. When they put this New Testament together, they put truth and lies in it together. They mix it up. That's when the whole thing is a lie. Because the truth don't have no contradictions in it. The truth is one way. Don't need no help or no crutch. It's by itself. Ain't no contradiction in the truth. Who never spoke? Who didn't speak? Who talk to me, John? Who didn't speak? Who didn't speak? Who was here and never spoke? What that mean? That's a lie. Go to Exodus 20. He said he ain't never spoke. Exodus 20:1.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 1.
Just told a lie now.
And Elohim spake all these words, saying,
He spake all these words, saying he spoke. This is what he spoke, though.
I am Yahweh thy Elohim,
I'm Yah. I'm the God
which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
That's what he spoke. Don't put nobody before him. Don't tell me he didn't speak.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above.
So don't tell me he didn't speak.
Or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them.
He spoke. That's what he did.
Nor serve them. For I Yahweh thy Elohim, for I Yahweh thy Elohim am a jealous Elohim, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children to the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
They hate Yahweh and showing mercy to thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Read.
And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
If you love Yahweh, keep his commandment, he's going to have mercy on you.
Thou shalt not take the name of Yahweh the Elohim in vain, for Yahweh will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain.
Every time you go to church and call up on JC, you taking his name in vain.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
It didn't tell you to forget it. It said remember. But everybody else forgot it.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahweh thy Elohim.
Okay, what's the question, y'all only TV 100? He spoke to Moses. What is you talking about? He had a conversation with Abraham. Hold it. Man, is you retarded or crazy? You got to be a mental case. Let me show you that he spoke in Genesis. Let me see. Let me get. He spoke to Adam and Eve, everybody. Go to Genesis 3. Let me get a good one out of here. Let me see. I'll go to 3 and start at the 6th verse. He started talking in Genesis.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 6. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took up the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together.
Now watch this verse. Read.
And made themselves aprons. And they heard the voice of Yahweh Elohim walking in the garden in the cool of the day.
They heard Yahweh's voice walking in the cool of the day. Don't never tell me he ain't spoke. They heard his voice, then what?
And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of Yahweh Elohim amongst the trees of the garden. And Yahweh Elohim called unto Adam.
He called Adam. He had to talk to call him. Hey, Adam! Hey, Adam! He talked. Read.
And said unto him.
He said to Adam, this is the Almighty talking.
Where art thou?
Where you at, Adam? He got to be talking.
And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden.
I heard you talking, Yah. I heard your voice. He had to be talking.
And I was afraid.
And I was afraid because I heard your voice.
Because I was naked.
He was naked. So don't never tell, okay, I'm going on. Okay, the book say he talked.
And I hid.
I don't need nothing there. When somebody say Almighty didn't talk, they lying. He talked. He talked to Adam. He talked to Eve. He talked to Job and the serpent. He talked to the serpent. Go to Job. He didn't talk. You telling lies now. He talked. Okay, go to Job 1 and 8. Job 1 and 8.
Job chapter 1 verse 8. And Yahweh said unto Satan,
Yahweh talked to Satan.
Hast thou considered my servant Job?
He had to be talking. He asked him a question.
That there is none like him in the earth.
Ain't nobody like Job in the earth. He had to be talking.
A perfect and an upright man.
Yahweh said Job was perfect because he was talking.
One that feareth Elohim and escheweth evil.
Now watch what Satan say.
Then Satan answered Yahweh. And
then he answered him because he heard what he said.
And said, do Job fear Elohim for naught?
That's all. All through the book he talked. Don't never tell me he didn't talk. Okay, if someone said Yahweh spake to them and said, the shield, you ain't seen the war. Hold on, I don't understand. Let me see. If someone said Yah spoke to them and said, I am your shield and your seed. What I mean by, I'm talking about today, he ain't talk like me. I'm talking, Yahweh ain't talking today. He ain't talk to nobody. That's what I'm talking about. Words coming out of his mouth and you can hear him like y'all can hear me. Talking. I did ask. I said he ain't talked to nobody in the New Testament. I said I'm going to give you $1,000 if you can show me where Yahweh talked to anybody in the New Testament. Do that. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Let me find that where he stopped talking in Deuteronomy. When he told the people, find that in Deuteronomy where he say they don't want to hear his voice no more. He didn't talk. Remember that? Remember when the people didn't want to hear him, they wanted Moses to talk and not Yah. Well, that's in Deuteronomy, I think. Let me find that right where he stopped talking. Where they said they don't want to hear his voice no more. Let me see. And they say, you have well spoken. Let me say, well spoken. Okay. Oh, the 144,000, that's in Revelation. That's a lie. That's all a lie. You can never put a number on the Almighty. You talking about Revelation, 144,000. Can you find? Let me see where it say. No, I say get that money. Show me where Yahweh spoke to anybody in the New Testament. That's what I want to talk about. Y'all want some money, don't you? Get paid. Show me where Yahweh spoke to JC, Paul, Peter, Luke, any of them. I know it's in Deuteronomy, though. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, he ain't talked to nobody. The Almighty ain't had no conversation with nobody. No, not today, or tomorrow, or next year, or next week. He ain't talking. Let me find that. I'm going to show you that he ain't talking. He ain't talking to nobody today at all. He ain't talking to me. And I'm the chosen one. Hold on, I'm going to find this right quick. Hey, somebody help me find where the people say he has spoken well, and they didn't want to hear Yahweh talk no more. This when he stopped talking. Let's see what that said. Oh, okay, prove it then. Prove to me they the same. Y'all heard what Ware said. He said JC is Yahweh. Now prove it. Come on, prove it. Come on, prove it, man. I'm over here. Well, you said it, now prove it, does. Prove to me that Yahweh is JC for $1,000. Now y'all see what he said. They the same. Well, prove it. Well, I'm finna show you that they ain't the same. Let me see. I think it's in let me see. I think I'm John. Let me show you that they ain't the same then. Since you say they the same, let me show you that they ain't. Okay, let me show you that JC ain't God in the New Testament. Since he can't do it, go to John. Go to John 14. Okay. I'm going to get right to it. Go to John 14 and 28. Let me show you that JC and Yahweh ain't the same.
John chapter 14, verse 28. Ye have heard how I said unto you, I go away and come again unto you. If ye love me,
JC said, if you love me,
ye would rejoice, because I said, I go unto the Father.
I go to the Father. JC said, I go to the Father.
For my Father is greater than I.
My Father greater than me, so how can he be the same, fool? He said, my Father greater than me. He talking about God is greater than him. See, so he can't never be God. And that's it. Let's go to let me see, John 20. Let me show you something that he said. John 20. and 17. Let me show y'all that Yahweh and JC ain't the same. He just said, now go read what I say, John 20 and start at the 16th verse.
John chapter 20, verse 16. JC said unto her,
JC said to this woman,
Mary. She turned herself and said unto him, Rabbanoni, which is to say, Master. JC said unto her,
JC talking said to her,
touch me not.
Don't touch me.
For I am not yet ascended to my Father.
I ain't went to my Father, which is God, yet. Don't touch me. Read.
But go to my brethren.
But go to my brethren.
and say unto them,
and said to my brethren,
I ascend unto my Father
I have sinned unto my Father
and your Father,
and your Father,
and to my God
and to your God.
and your God, Mary Mag.
No, say it again. I mean, I was sinned unto my Father. Say it again. I sinned to my Father, unto my Father.
I ascend unto my Father and your Father,
And your Father,
to my God,
to my God,
and your God,
and your God. So how can he be God if he got a God? Our God ain't got no God. JC got a God. He just told the lady that I got my God and you got your God. Go to Revelation 22 and 16. I'm showing you that Yahweh ain't JC. Revelation 22 and 16.
Revelation chapter 22, verse 16. I, JC, have sent my angel to testify unto you these things in the churches.
In the churches,
I am the root and the offspring of David,
I'm the root and offspring of David. I'm not God.
and the bright and morning star.
That's what I am. I'm the bright and morning star. I'm wicked.
And the spirit and the bride.
That's all I need was that 16 verse. Okay, we'll go to Psalm 95 and 7. Psalm 95 and 7. He said, go to his father and her father and my God and her God. So they can't be the same. That's what I'm telling you. They ain't the same. The Almighty can't die. JC lived a 30. You mean to tell me the Almighty lived 33 years and died? Is you retarded? You can't kill Yah. You can kill a man, you can't kill Yah. Yah ain't never died. So when they try to say God and JC is the same, they lying. God ain't got no mother, no father. JC got a mom and father. JC got a birthday and a death date. How can he be God? You think God gonna let somebody put him up on the cross and kill him? Is you insane? You studied, you Willie Lynch. You believe in the letter.
Psalms chapter 95, verse 7. For he is our Elohim, and we are the people of his pasture, and the sheep of his hand. Today, if you will hear his voice.
Hear his voice. That's right. You're going to hear his voice. Because he's talking about in this book. Hear his voice is talking about these scriptures. Yeah, hear his voice talking about these scriptures. Not him talking like on the telephone or down the street. No. Yeah, these words are still speaking today. Moses dead. I'm here. I'm still speaking the words of Yah. He ain't doing no talk. He sent his prophets and his kings and priests and his servants. So everybody can stop teaching them lies. They saying JC is God. I mean, JC is Yah, and Yah is that's a lie. A cold lie. The New Testament, I just showed you what the New Testament said about JCB. He said, I got a father. God ain't got no father. He got a God. God ain't got no God. Deuteronomy 32 and 20. A spirit can't talk. So a spirit can't, show me what a spirit can talk.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 20. And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be.
That's what I'm talking about. Right there, Flores.
For they are a very forward generation, children in whom is no faith.
No faith. They ain't got no faith. Okay. Do not change. Okay. That's right. He didn't change. You're right. He don't change. Yep. Okay, Ron Tor say 32. No, let's go to Matthews. I know what you're talking about. Matthew 3 and Malachi. My fault, Malachi. Malachi 3 and 6.
Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. For I am Yahweh, I change not. Therefore, you sons of Jacob are not consumed.
That's right. That means he ain't never changed his laws. He ain't never changed his statute. He ain't never changed his precept. He ain't never changed his judgment. He ain't never changed his commandment. They still the same. Yahweh, he don't change. That means he didn't never change his laws. His laws still remain the same. 1 billion years ago, they still apply today, and they the same today. He didn't change none of his laws. The weather changed. The seasons change. We change, but Yahweh laws don't change. No. Okay, let's go to Ron Tor say go to Deuteronomy 32 and 40. That's right. He didn't change nothing about himself. The word's still speaking. I'm speaking through the book. I'm quoting and reading what the book say. They're like Moses did. They're like Jeremiah did. Isaiah. He told them what to write, and they wrote it and they spoke it.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 40. For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever.
I live forever. That's right. That's why JC pushes. They are evil doing ritual. That's right, money. P. Daddy, Jay-Z are feeling the wrath of Yah. Oh boy, there you go. You're right. Richard Falcon. You popping corn. Yeah. You're right. If anybody say the Almighty spoke to them today like I'm talking to y'all, they telling a lie. I don't care who you is. He ain't telling nobody nothing. He left his word here. He left me to tell you. He left Jeremiah to tell you. He left y'all, the brothers and sisters, the Torah base on here to tell you. He deal with people. He ain't going to come tell you nothing. He going to send somebody. He send angels to kill you. Ron Tor, Romans 4 and 5. Okay, yeah. I'll do the Proverbs. You go to Romans 4 and 5. I'm going to go to Proverbs 17. Uh, 17 to 15.
Romans chapter 4, verse 5. Now, but to him that worketh not, but believeth on him that justifieth the ungodly, his faith is counted for righteousness.
Okay, now go to Proverbs. I'm going to read 17 and 15, where it says, I'm going to read that. He that justifieth the wicked, and he that condemneth the just, even they both are abomination to y'all. But that's right. When you try to uplift a wicked person and condemn the righteous person, that's a sin. That's an abomination. You popping corn, Ron Tor. You ain't never supposed to go against the truth for a lie. If it's your own mama, your own daddy, your own sister, son, wife, if somebody tell the truth, you ain't never supposed to go against the truth for a lie. If they lying, I don't care who they is. Don't never side with a lie. That's what make you righteous when you know, oh, that's my favorite cousin. That's my favorite this, favorite that. They don't never side with the lie for a truth. I don't care who it is. If it's me, don't side with me if I'm lying, but I don't lie about this book. No, sir. When it come to y'all, I ain't doing no lying. Every man lie. Oh, yeah, let me show old boy. He wanted me to show him everybody in the light. Go to Psalm. Let me show y'all that every man lie. Go to Psalm 116 and 11. Depends on what you're lying about.
Psalms chapter 116, verse 11. I said in my haste, all men are liars.
All men tell lies. If a person say they ain't never told a lie, like they said that what was that president? They ain't never told a lie. What was his name, John? Have you heard that? One of them presidents talking about he ain't never told a lie. You ain't never heard that before?
Abraham Lincoln.
It was one of them. I don't know. One of them presidents talking about he ain't never told a lie. I forgot which one it was, but they lying. When you say a person ain't never lied, they lying. They lying when they telling a lie. Everybody done told a lie. Y'all, who did that show opinion? Y'all voice is heard and hear. Okay, but when did you hear it? When did Yahweh talk to you? And if he talked to you, what did he tell you? I want to know what Yahweh told you. And when did he tell you? Studio. Tell the people what Yahweh told you, and when did he tell it to you? Since he talked. No, you tell me what Yahweh said to you. When did he speak to you, Studio? Tell me what did he say when he spoke to you? Now, what did Yahweh say to you, and when did he say it? Since he spoke to you. Now it's silent night. What did Yahweh say to you, Studio? And when did he tell you? I'm waiting on the answer. You say he spoke to you. What did he say? And when did he say it? Well, what did he say? When tell me what he said. And when did he say it? That's all. He come to you in a dream. I'm talking about a conversation like you talk to your mama on the phone, like your daddy on the phone, like your son or your daughter. That's what kind of talking I'm talking about. I'm talking about that kind of talk. What part y'all don't understand? And if he talked, what did he tell you? What did he say? I want to know what did he tell you if he spoke to you. That's all. I'm not trying to be smart, trying to be funny. When Yahweh talked to you, what did he say? Now, everybody talking about he talk, but what did he tell you? Give me some proof. What the evidence? What the facts? If he talked to you, what did y'all talk about? What was the conversation about? I know that, but I'm talking about talking right now. Like, show me what Yahweh talked to you like I'm talking to y'all. That's what I'm saying. Show me what Yahweh talked to you. I want to know what he told you. We know he speak through the word. Yes, that's common sense. I'm not talking about the word now. I'm talking about yesterday. What did Yahweh tell you today? Or yesterday? Or last year? What did he tell you? What did he say? Why y'all can't answer that? If Yahweh talked to you, what did he talk? What did y'all talk about? I just want to know what was the conversation about. Did y'all talk about apples, oranges, pears, peas? What you talk about? Women, money, dope? What y'all talk about? If you can't tell me what y'all talking about, then shut up. Don't tell me he talked. I'm not talking about the word. I'm talking about a conversation. I'm not talking about no word. I'm talking about a conversation on the phone. That every man have life. That's right. Okay, I understand that. I accept that. I know he's speaking the word. Yes, I accept that. I accept that. Yeah. Man, y'all acting like he spoke to somebody yesterday or the day before. That's what I'm talking about. If he spoke to you, what did he say? I'm not never being disrespectful. I want you to tell me what y'all talked about if he talked to you. I'm not never being disrespectful to y'all. I'm asking a question. If Yahweh spoke to you yesterday, last week, or last year, or today, what was the conversation about? That's what I'm asking. Now, if you can't tell me that, then shut up. That means you lying. But I'm going to get ready to close out, brothers and sisters. I hope everybody got something out the lesson. And I'll prove beyond a shadow of doubt, if you still believe in the New Testament, you still a slave and always going to be a slave, because this Willie Lynch letter was written from the New Testament. It say, love your enemies and just pray for them despitefully misuse you and do you wrong. Okay, well, I'm going to let you live with that. Okay. Okay, but brothers and sisters, I'm going to get ready to close. I tried to give away $1,000 again and couldn't give away a quarter. So, well, show me where he spoke. I know he spoke in the word. Show me where he spoke in the New Testament. Since he do speak, I know he speak. Somebody for $1,000 show me that Yahweh talked to JC. Did he talk to Paul? Did he talk to Peter? Did he talk to Luke? Did he talk to John? Do that. Get that money. Get some money. Now show me where Yahweh spoke in the New Testament. I know he don't change. You started repeating the same thing over and over and over. We know he don't change. That's right. I'm speaking the word now. But I'm gonna go and close out. Brothers and sisters. I had a good time, and I hope y'all got something out the lesson. And I want to give all honor, glory, worship, and praise to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Shalom, shalom.